Hold on. Obviously there's one and then... Yeah, I forgot to post the link in Discord, so I'm gonna do that real quick, and then we'll come and make these. I would do from my phone, but if I'm live streaming from YouTube, I can't exit it. Alright, there we go. Okay, dokie. I actually had the message already typed out in my Discord, and I meant to send it before I went live because of the way YouTube is, or like when you're live streaming with your phone. Okay, 1 minute. Let me just freshen my hands up. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. I gotta turn on my other phone so I can see the chat. Alright, there. Oh, hey, Takoyaki Crochet. Oh, it snowed there. It's been flooding and raining nonstop. Oh yeah, and I heard in my hometown, it's been like a lot of tornadoes, right, Tito? It was so funny. It was so funny because on live stream, Tito said, "Yo, it's getting warm. You know what that means?" And I'm like, "Uh-oh, tornadoes." And the next day, my dad sends me all this stuff about like, "Oh, look at how many tornadoes have hit here this week." I hope you guys can hear the music. I found some free music to listen to. Well, it's actually technically it's from the YouTube thing. That's what I was trying to do real quick before I started. Was I forgot some of the songs in here. You have to give like the license credit or something. You know, like with YouTube, it's like some songs you don't have to list, but some you do. Oh crap! I gotta skip ads. Forgot about that. So we have this as I'll be for attention. So I gotta split this first because I realized I had no more green left. Like this is all the green of this color I have left, and that's not enough. So we're gonna have to spend a little bit with our coffee. My cute. Oh, I can't show the cup. Wait, yes I can. Oh yeah, hold on. I can show you the snow. I forgot this new thing. I freaking love it. Hold on. I'm going to pick it up. But look at that. It snowed. It's so pretty. Let me see if I can like make it look into the city. Oh, you can see the city over there. Oh my god, this is so cool. I could never do this on an old live stream. I love this thing. Best purchase ever. Oh shit. No, that was I have like a sticky note of my patterns on the side of my thing, and I bumped into that, almost knocked it off. So you can see, let me move this a little bit back here. Also, I got this cute Christmas tree thing I got for taking photos. And you can see my cute Ryan cup. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah, I usually prefer this angle. Like, technically, directly down is the best, but then I feel like I can't really show my little thing, like the desk or anything. I guess I could have this here where you guys can watch. It's like, is it playing anything? No, it's just a picture. Actually, I'd rather have this right here. You guys can kind of see it. Let me know if the music is too loud or not. I'll move this back just a smidge. Might turn that down just a smidge. It feels like some songs are longer than others. Okay, so let's get to splitting this first. Actually, let me just a bit more tilt it this way. I'll move that here. I'll just like move these here where I can get them a bit closer. Maybe have this where I can see this a bit better. Maybe like right up here. Because I don't want it to be in like the camera view. I don't have to have brightness all the way up. Ah, shoot. Uh-oh. Don't want to get tangled. But yeah, so I definitely, thanks to like, oh yeah, sad thing too. I think you remember Takoyaki. Did I ever show you the fortune teller earrings I made for one of my streamer friends? I can't remember if I showed you that or not. I think I did. I think I showed you the like, prototype I was working on. Well, anyway, we finished them, and they're with Joan because where he is staying, there's a lot of like, there's like a Uchiguk like post office. They're called Uchiguk. Oh wait, I never showed you them. Oh, hold on, let me go grab them. Well, I mean, I don't actually have the actual ones I gave her, but I have like the prototypes that I call it prototype, more like the ones I worked on, but they're just not earrings. Oh hey, boo boo, that's Joan. I was just talking about how he's got the earrings. But we can't send them because guess what? I mean, we could technically if she wants to pay like 29 euros. No, not 20, 22. Yeah, 22 more euros. Oh, hey, Silent Night. Yeah, it was so sad we couldn't send the darn earrings because apparently of the new corona going around, they blocked Uchiguk, or basically you can think it's like UPS, USPS in America. Uchiguk is like that. It's like the national post office. They stopped sending anything internationally because of the new corona that just came out. It just happened too, and I'm so mad because if I had sent like a week before, probably we would have been able to send to her. Possibly. But let me go grab them real quick so you guys can see them. I don't think Takoyaki saw them yet. Wait, are they over here? Oh, they're over here. Never mind. I keep thinking they're at the desk. I didn't realize they were on my tray over here. Hold on. I have like different versions. Like, let me put them out. But she wanted some fortune teller emoji earrings. Not emoji. They look like the fortune teller emoji. And here's like the original one with no glitter or anything. It still looked pretty cute. But here's with glitter, which I thought it was, it looked kind of crusty. Though this one I got better. I actually found out if you, well, if it would focus, if you put like a whole glob of it and let it dry, it doesn't, it looks like there's a white film, but there's actually not. It's just the cameras looking at, this looks really pretty in real life. Here's what we did. We used tinsel. Let me get the bag. Like this. I bought this, and I tied them together because they're kind of short. And I put up like here's like the leftover that I didn't use. Like they're all tied together, and I made like one really long string. Like you can see there's like a knot at that part that I didn't use. And I crocheted with the embroidery floss, and it had made a really cool effect. Made it really nice and glittery. And she can't get them now because, I mean, she could if she's willing to, but I asked her, like, did you want to, I already refunded her. I think you might remember Silent Night, right? Like, she donated on that night when we were actually doing this same stream, but on Twitch. And, that was because I told her she can pay half up front and then half when she gets them, since it's going to take so long. I think I prefer that kind of method. You know, it's fair on both sides. And then Jung went the next, no, not the next, he actually went later that day, after work. He went to the post office, and they said nope. Oh, well, apparently they do still send to some international countries like Germany and France because they have an affiliation with Uchegu. So those places, there's like a list of countries, like Asian countries, some European countries, but like things like places like America and Netherlands were not on that list, sadly. Like, there's so many ads. I keep seeing like Cookie Kingdom. Okay, I got one done. Okay, but these earrings are pretty easy. I'm glad I finally figured wait, where's the other one I made last night? I tried making a slightly longer version, but I didn't like it as much. I mean, it's cute, but I actually preferred how short these were. But, like, I preferred the shape, actually, compared to, like, this long one. It's still cute. Like, I might use it for something else. But I kind of prefer those. They looked more cute and petite. But, yeah. Oh, wait, don't let me. I'll be AFK for a while. Okay, well, I'll see you around, Takoyaki. But let's see. I know. I was just so sad she couldn't get them. Because we were all excited, too. Because they're not for her. They're for her friend's birthday. So, I'm gonna guess though her friend's birthday's not anytime super soon because like she knew like one she's doing a commission and like two she didn't tell me when the birthday was, or did she? I can't remember if she told me when her friend's birthday was. I hope she didn't though because I don't remember if she did. But I'm hoping it's not anytime soon because you know she knew it would probably take like at least 2 weeks to come after I've made it, so probably she's thinking like hopefully like a month in advance. So that's the problem though, is this could take a while. Having to wait for them to unlift the ban. So now they're not doing any, unless there's an affiliation with Wichita, they're not sending any packages over. Which means you have to use EMS. And oh my god, so guess what? The shipping price we found, if we could still use Wichita like normal, if she paid for just tracking once it hit her country, like so she couldn't see the tracking in Korea or overseas, but like once it hit in the Netherlands, then she could see tracking. That was like only 6 something euros. Like so really cheap, right? I think like €1 is like $1 to them, right? I think. So that's like a little bit less, like almost €7. Pretty good deal, right? And EMS is 26 euros, which in Korean money is 36,000 won. So that's like 36,000 in Korean dollars, and like I guess 20, or was it 20 something? No, it was 29 euros. Never mind. It's 29 euros in yeah, 36,000 was like 29 years. But I mean, I think I told her because she had already paid. I was like, oh, you just have to pay like 22 more because if she didn't, we would actually be losing money if we sent them to her through EMS. Okay, here's one. Okay, I kind of want to skip that song. I don't really want any singing songs. I just wanted like background music because I feel like singing was a bit distracting. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get what country you're in. Oh, I'm in South Korea, but I'm from America though. But my husband is Korean. Oh, do you see like the guy Johnny Woo, right? In the chat, that's my hubby. But yeah, we used to actually live in San Francisco for like 2 years. Oh wait, I'm still in the same song. I want to go to the next song. Oh my god, are they all gonna be singing songs? Oh shoot. I thought this was all gonna be all instrumental. Okay, here we go. I only wanted instrumental songs. This was like the only good playlist out there. There was actually a Christmas chill-fi song. Oh man, are they all singing? Hold on. Let me see if I can choose. Where is... Let's try this one. Wait, did it not take me to it? I clicked on the timestamp. Okay, I guess the timestamps don't work. 47... That one says instrumental. Oh, I think they have... Let me see. Okay, so by the time things, he put vocals, instrumental. Okay, well, at least he put that. Let me see. Oh, that's also. Oh, I'm actually in a big Korean League of. Oh, you love Korean League of Legends? Oh, heck yeah. I mean, I don't really watch him as much, but I know my husband. He's like a really big fan. That's actually how I got into like crocheting. Like what do you call it? Like Timo and all that. I think I showed you my crochet Timo, right? Where did I put that? I think it's over here. But yeah, like oh, my husband would play Timo. And like I would start emulating the voice like 2, 3, 4, like that kind of stuff. Like I just loved it. And he bought me the hat. Oh, you're back. You didn't miss, but I'm still. Well, more I was fooling around with the music because apparently this music also has vocal songs in it, and I'm like, I just want an instrumental. Oh, yeah, thank you. I know, right? It's one of my favorite voices to do. I actually have it as a thing. I think I showed you Timo. Hold on. Here's like my little jar. I have like Timo, Blitzcrank, and I think I only have 3 yet. And then when they made Prince Amumu's like pumpkin skin, I made this. Oh my god, he took so long to design. And him too, like he was a nightmare. Cause he's like a lot of sewn together, like he's a lot of little pieces all sewn. So I don't know if I want to make him again. He took forever to make. He was more hard to design to get right. It took me like a month to design him. Like, he's my favorite. He actually wasn't that bad to design, just this part was hard. And oh yeah, the chain was hard because I didn't know how to really crochet a chain. So I just basically made a loop and like would crochet one and like sew it. So this was like a lot of sewing. My favorite part is like the little eye. It's so cute. Like this, like the wings are actually easy to make. Just this part was really hard for me to figure out. And I think the cuff as well was a little, not too bad. But other than that, everything else was really, really easy. Because it's more like a lot of embroidery. Like these are just like little French knots for his fingers. Like I guess so we can't pull them on too hard. Okay, and then there's our little pink soldier boy. Oh, that's right, I gotta work on. It's back to a freaking. I wish he made them all. Like, why couldn't he have made them all instrumental? I don't want to hear. I might have to switch back to my regular music, I think. Did it not play? Oh, now it's stuck. Wait, did they have a... I want to see if they have an instrumental only version. Hold on. Is this the same one? I don't know if this is the same or not. Ah, it's the same. It's the same playlist. Shoot. Oh, did I? Oh my god, these like double ads are so annoying. The only problem is I took out my normal... Wait, is there a way to like... Hold on. Maybe I could just play the same song over and over again. Let me put in Hold on, let me put in YouTube Christmas music. And if I can find like one that's like... doesn't require you to have to put the information or something. Or maybe I already have it in there. If it's because I copied and pasted it all. YouTube Christmas music. Okay, let me see. What do they say? Okay, so yeah, this one has no attribution required. That's good. I'm just hoping, please let these all be just instrumental ones. I don't want any singing ones. Okay, let me, how many do I have left? I got one more. Uh-oh. About to like, there we go. Watch, I get flagged anyway. I'm always scared when trying to pick out music for the stream, so that's why I've kind of always stick with the same old same. Oh no! This one they tied. Let me cut that. That's gonna be no good to work with. I'll just go ahead and make this like a tiny one. That's gonna be used for something else. At least so far so good. It seems like it's gonna be instrumental music. I'll just set that aside. So I'm more concentrated on getting this one out. I know, right? You guys ready for Christmas? Takoyaki wishes everyone a Merry Christmas. I know, sad though, I don't have a Christmas tree or anything. That's because, you know, we're gonna move soon, so it's like kind of like no point. But we do plan to get one for the new apartment. But yeah, so I think this is like our second Christmas in this apartment. Yeah. But yeah, so it's like, I think it's because also like a lot of like the fake Christmas trees are really expensive here in Korea for some reason. But the good thing though is like once you buy it though, you know, you have it for years to come. So we just have to find like a decent one. Oh yeah, like the kids I was teaching, the little crap heads, Jason and Jamie. Well, it's more, Jason's not that much of a crap head though. Sometimes he can get kind of moody. But I don't blame him because it's always because of something Jamie did. But they said their mom didn't even put the Christmas tree up in. I'm like, what? Next week's Christmas. She better hurry. But, oh wait, I think they had to buy one. Yeah, because I asked them, like, didn't they have one for before? And the thing is, they did. They said, yeah, we did have one, but when they moved to Australia, they got rid of it. And, so now they have to buy another one, which really sucks because they're really expensive. At least for like the big ones. Like you can get a small one for cheap, but like any decent big one. Not really expensive. This one's kind of loud. Let me turn that down just a smidge. Oh wait, I turned it up. Oops. There we go. I just want a little bit of music. Ignore that. That's just my water bottle. Keep my hands fresh because I always like to like give my hands a quick wash before crocheting. I don't know why. I've always like this. Not just crochet. It's like before I write. Like I can never stand writing with a pencil or anything if my hands didn't feel the most clean. I guess because like, you know, sometimes your hands can get kind of sweaty a little bit and I'm just like, ugh, I need to like freshen them up. Oh yeah, let me show these a little bit closer so you guys can get a better look at them. Here they are. This is how they're gonna look. I don't know why, I can't see the wire very well in this one. Or, like, air quote wire, it's just black string. But I can see it well in this one. So I think I need to space them out a bit more. I think I put too many on this one. I kind of prefer how this one looks. But yeah, when me and Joan go out, we might go see Spider-Man. Which I don't know, I have such conflicted feelings about that. Not the Spider-Man, but like the fact that the movie theater is open on Christmas is giving me conflicted feelings, to be honest. I'm just like, yo, those are minimum wage workers. Why are they having to be forced to work on Christmas? That's just so not fair. Like, I just don't like that, but he wants to go see it. Oh, let me maybe zoom in. That might be a bit, oh, that's a bit too much. There we go. Okay, that's better. I think you can see what I'm doing a bit better. That's true, yeah. Yeah, like I want to go see it. The only problem is the only day we can watch it is Christmas because he comes on New Year's Eve night. He comes from Busan New Year's Eve night, but he's gotta leave Sunday like afternoon, so like the 26th because he's gotta be back at work. But the good thing though is that he gets to come the next weekend afterward. Usually like he comes every other weekend, like every 2 weeks, but because of New Year's they get off a little bit early, so he gets to come next weekend too. Let's see. That's true. Sadly, I had to work on Christmas. I'm not into Marvel, but I like Spider-Man, so I guess this one. I know, I really like Tom Holland. Like, he's such an adorable character. Like, I feel like he always seems like so sweet. And he seems like genuinely nice too. Whenever I see like the like little Instagram reels about him. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, yo, what's up, Rebecca? Long time no see. I know, right? I saw the one where they were, where the guy was like, can I lick your shoe? And he's like, what? He looks so taken aback. I guess I have to play this one or else the screen goes. Let me see if I can turn the quality low though. Data saver, okay. You put this most recent. Yeah, I really, because if you like pause the video on your other phone, like I can still see the chat. The only problem is the phone like goes to sleep, but unless it's still playing. Let me see. I have a long time no see. Mental health. Blame mental health for that one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. How's your dad doing? Is he doing any better? So I know that was probably taking a really big toll on your mental health, like your whole family. Oh, and your sister. Your sis, I can just tell, your sister is an emotional vampire. Is it emotional vampire? Is that the correct word? I don't know. More like she just drains you with her temper tantrums. Let me see. Am I coming for Louis' stream this week? Oh yeah. I can finally make it. You know what you know what makes me mad though? So right, he's streaming on a Thursday, right? And I'm thinking, but my Korean teacher, she normally comes on Monday, Wednesday, right? So that's why I haven't been in his streams that much, because she comes at 9 sometimes in the morning. And so like Louis' streams have been starting like around 6 or 7. And usually I have to like do some quick cleaning. I have to like do a little bit of pre-study before she comes. And trying to watch anything is too distracting. So I haven't been able to come to his streams. But out of all the ways, she's freaking coming on Thursday. But the good thing is, though, she's coming at 11:20, so I should be able to watch his stream. But I'm definitely going to wake up early to make it to this one. Ah, so you found out that the COVID jab was causing the trouble. Isn't that weird? Oh, man, though. Isn't that sad, too? Because, like, it's already... Because, you know, there's already enough people that are, like, anti-vax and stuff. So, and, like, but situations like this make it more, like... See, vaccines are bad, but it's really, to me, more it's because this is a brand new vaccine, and that's why. Like, vaccines that have been around for long-ass time, like, girl, they need to get those. But I was actually kind of worried, you know, getting my vaccine, too, because it's just so new, like, you know, and how many clinical trials have they done, you know, how long has it been tested? That was more my worry. And now there's a new corona anyway, so now we're just all freaking screwed. Well, I don't know. I mean, I did hear it's a little bit weaker. I guess that's how it goes. Like, when they change, they get weaker and weaker. But still, it's so annoying. Because now, oh yeah, and Jung was supposed to be able to go to Chicago in March, right? And we were actually thinking I might be able to visit my family in March, because Chicago has a direct flight to Memphis. So when he went on the business trip in Chicago, I could like do a day visit there, and then I can go visit my parents. And guess what? Guess what now? Because of that new stupid corona, they're thinking to cancel the freaking trip. I swear, I'm never gonna see my damn family again. This it's so annoying. I just hate it. Like, I was thinking I wasn't gonna be able to visit them till like maybe next Christmas, which is really far away. But then I thought like, oh my god, we could probably visit, like not surprise visit, like, but like say, hey, I can come in March. Like, how exciting would that be? But nope. Just nope. Corona's like, when everything's getting better, it just freaking shows its ugly face. Like, bitch, you thought. I know, right? I was all excited too. And plus, also, we could have gotten so many much needed things that I've been wanting to get. Like, technically, yeah, I could get online in Korea, but they're like triple expensive. Like, you know, like coffee syrups, right? Like the little sugar-free different flavors. They're like, what, $1 something, maybe $2 at most in America for like one. In Korea, if you want to buy it online, they're like $9, $20 for just one, depending on where you get it from. And it's just like, No thank you. But if like you go on a visit, you know, just you can just bring as many back as possible. But I was so angry because we could like I could finally and I miss my puppers too. And the two like Daisy and Duke, they're really old. They're old dogs, you know. I mean, I don't know how much longer they got. I'm gonna be freaking mad if they pass away before this whole Corona thing. I'm gonna be really mad, honestly. I know, right? I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. Currently tired and sleepy. Oh yeah, yeah. It's kind of late for you, isn't it, Rebecca? What time is it? Oh yeah, it's around the time. This is actually, it's about at my old starting time. I used to start like around 10:30, but I do need to try to make it a little bit earlier for everyone like that lives in Europe, because I know it's like late at night for you guys. Let me see. I got the booster recently, which feels good to have. That's true. I know. And you know the worst thing too was apparently so like how whole the only reason why we haven't really gone I think like I yes, technically I could go to the United States and visit my family. Just coming back is the hard part. Because if I come back I could screw up Jung's work because of having what do you call it? Like well at least back when he was still working at the Hogwarts, like it would screw up, he wouldn't be able to work and he was the only English teacher, so he couldn't. And actually, and that's the problem is now, I technically probably could have. I could, you know, just do the 2 week quarantine by myself, no problem. Because if you live here, you can actually quarantine at home. So I would just have to, like, not go out. And they actually bring you supplies and stuff. And plus, you can order from home. Plus, and they'll do, like, the no contact drop off. But the problem is that now, because we're moving, we have to save money. And the plane tickets are really expensive. So technically I could have gone, but it's too expensive now. Hey, because we're trying to save every little last bit. Like what I'm doing with the tutoring for the kids, like that's our like like part of our moving expense money because it's gonna be really expensive, especially when you move like to a different city. Did I do this one right? Hold on, I gotta make sure my count's right. Two. Oh, okay, I thought there was for some reason I thought there was one more stitch. Okay, no, my count's right. Good. Let me see. Oh God, it's 1:30 in the morning. Oh yeah, you did definitely be sleepy. Oh yeah, that's another thing too. I am starting to notice a pattern on Discord. So this has happened. So Louis just had his first little run-in on his Discord with someone their account hacked. I was actually just talking about this with one of my members the other day when because we found out she saw something about how Color Chain could maybe have a thing, the Color Chain bot, where you can like change your nickname to different colors. Apparently, like someone found an exploitation, like where if you add a random color, they could like give themselves administrative role or something. That didn't work though. Like I had her test it out, and like the bot wouldn't allow her to do anything. So I think either that was an exploitation, and they since fixed it, or maybe it was just like a hoax or something. But anyway, we were talking, and I was talking about how we had one girl. We had this incident where she got hacked, and was spamming a bad link everywhere, and all the other crochet places banned her. And thankfully, she got a hold of her account back, and we were the only ones left that didn't ban her because it was taken care of. Like by the time I was awake. And the thing is, the same thing happened on Louis' thing. The only problem is like anytime something like this happens, because it's happened like a few times on mine, it's always when I'm freaking asleep. It's always happening at like 1 or 2 in the morning, and I'm like, especially on a weekday, so I'm asleep. And like, and people were pinging me too, and I was like, yo, guys, is this because I read when the messages were sent. It's like 1:42 a.m. and I'm like, yo, I was asleep because I've changed my sleep schedule, so now I go to bed at like 7 or 8 and wake. Also, that night, a particular night, I went to bed at 10 because it's the weekend. I didn't have to get up early for class, so I'll go to bed at like 10, wake up at like 7 or 8 in the morning. So it's like, good lord. I know, right? I'm so sick of that crap always happening when I'm asleep. So I guess it's North American or people in the Western Hemisphere hacking, doing this crap. Because it never seems to happen during Korean hours. Yeah, I know, right? Thankfully, him and Melbell were able to delete all the links, but I felt bad though, because like But then again, to be fair, this happened on their time though, like their daytime time. But I know Louie's really busy though, and I'm not sure what job Mel Bell has. Maybe she could have been at work or something. But I felt bad. I was like, I'm sorry guys, I was asleep. I mean, I can't be up 24/7. I mean, to be fair, I used to kind of be awake around that time, but lately I have not because I got so sick of like the way the Korean class was. Like I would like stay up late, go to sleep at 3, but then wake up again and be only sleep like 3 or 4 hours to take the class, then sleep again, and then go tutor those kids. And it was like, ooh, it was not doing well on me. Like I was starting to get really bad migraines from. I thought, like I thought I could chop my sleep up, but nope, that's not how it. Sadly, the human body's like, you can't do that. I mean, though I have heard of the like what bipartisan sleep, but that's like you're only up for 1 hour though, not for like several hours, then go to sleep again. I know, right? Time zones always frick up everything up. Well, that reminds me, I need to put this stitch marker in 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, if you're wondering what I did, I basically just started with 6 single crochet in the magic circle and increased up to 18. So just did 2 increase rounds, and now I'm just doing single crochet in the back loops to kind of like bring the shape up. Okay. It's kind of hard to see the back loops from here though. Let me see. I'm gonna go find and stay awake. See you in Louis' stream. If I'm up to it, have a good stream. See you, Rebecca, and have a good sleep. Hopefully I get to see you in Louis' stream. I know, so actually I probably should start streaming around the time he does. Not the day, but I mean like before it was like 5 a.m. He would be live at 5 a.m. in the morning for me. He's since kind of changed a bit more, 6. And so even some days he'll be coming on at 8 in the morning. Which usually would have been better. But actually now it's worse because of, what do you call it? My Korean class, especially being on Mondays. Now the 1 week he doesn't, stream on Monday. That bitch is coming on a Thursday. She's coming on Tuesday and Thursday. Which is funny because I actually thought she wasn't coming that week at all. She told me, because we just did 2 weeks straight of her coming Monday through Thursday. Because every time there's a break, she like, it's so weird. The whole point of a break is for it to be a break, right? Your boss does not make you come in on Saturdays several weeks in a row if there's going to be like, for Christmas break coming up, right? You just do your normal work and you take your break. The school does not make you come in on Saturdays and Sundays to make up for lost time that you would get during Christmas break. No. Because like during Chuseok, that was like 1 week off. We did 1 week, the 1 week before we did Monday through Thursday, right? To make up for the 2 lost lessons basically, which I found stupid, but I was like, okay, whatever. And for Christmas, she made it sound like she literally said she wasn't going to come the week of Christmas and the week after, because New Year. So I thought, okay, 2 weeks she's not coming. That's why we did 2 weeks in a row, Monday through Thursday. And then I find out she's still coming Tuesday and Thursday next week. Like, bitch, what? Oh, she's driving me insane. Thankfully, the class just ends January 20th. I just gotta bide my time until then. That's another thing, too. We thought the class would have been done by now because we've been doing this since August. Because last time the class was from August and then ended at Christmas. Like, because we finished the workbook too. We finished and I took a test and passed. And so now, instead of the class ending, she just gave me a new workbook to start. I'm like, what? She even told me. I'm in level 3 now, the purple book. She even told me this is like what book I'm going to be doing when I move to Busan. And I'm just like, well, we're doing it now, so whatever. But it's just like, more of the problem is I just can't, I wish it was online. I wish they just made it online again. Because last year it was online and it was so much better. Them having, oh, you're back, disconnected now. Oh, well, you didn't miss anything. This is actually what me and you talked about last night. You remember I told you about the Korean teacher? I was complaining about her, so you didn't miss. I already ranted with this last night on Instagram. Let me see. I'll be back going to help set up the tree. Oh, heck yes. Oh, man. I know, right? I miss getting to set up the tree. I have to see if my sisters will send me some pics they probably have already gotten the tree up, maybe. I'll have to go see. That's another thing, too. I think, like, the past few Christmases have just not felt like Christmas to me. Because, like, I'm not, I'm not with family. I'm not setting up a Christmas tree. I mean, there was one, like, when me and Jung, like, sit down and watch a Christmas movie and drink hot cocoa, that's when it does feel like Christmas, when me and him get to spend some time together. But, like, especially now, since he's not here, it's, like, so isolating. Even though I like being alone a lot, but, like, it's just sad not having him here during the Christmas time. I mean, he'll be here on Christmas, but that's about it, because Christmas season, lasts all of December, really. You want to feel that giddy, feeling, and I sadly don't have it as much anymore. I'm hoping we will get it when we get the new apartment. We can start doing Christmas decorating. Because, we don't have anything. Like, we never bought anything because we've been trying to save money. Because last Christmas, because of Corona, his paycheck got cut. Because, like, so many students left the Hogwarts at the time, so the Hogwarts was kind of taking a bit of a dip. And, so that's why we didn't buy a tree last year. I know, right? Last year would have been perfect time to buy a tree. But yeah, at that time we were like, no, we gotta save our spending, just buy essentials, And now it's like saving money for a different reason, but at least it's for a good reason because I'm excited to move. I mean, I'm gonna really miss, our beautiful little view over here. Like, this is like my favorite spot. But if we choose well, we can have a cool new view. Okay, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. So now I'm just doing 7 single crochet and decreasing. So basically I'm just decreasing by 2 stitches. Basically from here on out, you just decrease by 2 stitches. So 7 single crochet, decrease, 6 single crochet, decrease. And I stop at the last one I do is 2 single crochet, decrease. Like, that's like the last round I do of decreasing. And then I just finish it off. Because I think that by then it's got like 6 single crochet in the last bit. So it's perfect for ending it off. So let's do our first decrease. But yeah, I finally filmed how to make this yesterday. So now, so probably after this stream, I'm gonna jump straight into video editing. Gotta load that up on the computer and get it all ready. Because I have not uploaded a video since my Molong video. Not video, I haven't uploaded a crochet tutorial, I should say. Because we did upload like cooking videos and stuff. We were doing that for a bit. Oh yeah, that's another thing too. We hope to do that more when we move Busan. If we get like a good kitchen. Well, it depends though, because we might, for 1 year, we might just live in like a normal, like, villa apartment. Because we're still holding out for what we call the lottery apartment. Oh, is it done? Oh. It was only 22 minutes? Well, we're gonna repeat that. Oopsie. How did I have this? I would have it on looping, but the problem is it's gonna loop that little bit at the end. Like when someone has like their thing, like showing the different movies, or not movies, different like videos they have, and they have like their little logo and stuff. They got like some kind of weird lightning sound playing, and I don't want that to loop with it, so I'll just manually drag it each time I have to reset the music. So every 22 minutes. Yeah, see that weird like, oh, it's not lightning. It's like the light turning on sound, like when you turn on a neon sign, like that kind of sound. Oh, also I forgot. So I don't know if you're here if you can hear me, but show some pics later of y'all's tree decorating. I probably should ask everybody to start sending their pics of decorating the tree, because I always love seeing that kind of stuff. Let me see. The internet's really trolling me today. Oh man, I know how you feel. Oh my god. So it's like, I think you know the game, Fortnite, right? With Takoyaki Crochet. Anyway, so like back when I first started, I discovered Fortnite because my sister, when I moved temporarily back with my parents while we were doing our big move to Korea. Like, I was going to stay 6 months with my family because, we knew it would be hard to visit. So instead of me and Jung both going together and both living with his parents till we found till he got everything all set up, like got a job, got an apartment, all that stuff. He stayed with his parents and I stayed with mine to like get as much family time in. And then I just come over like the next year, like after 6 months. My sister was like, hey, you should play this game called Fortnite. And it worked, right? The game worked. I played for 6 months. And then after I moved, I brought the Xbox with me. Something with my visa went wrong the first time because we tried to get it in February. So instead of going to a different country because I don't want to do a visa run, those are illegal. I actually just his parents felt bad because it was their reason. My visa got declined because their apartment was not in their name. It was subleased. So even though my husband did everything right, I did everything right. We had all our ducks in a row. It was because of them. My visa got application went to the crapper. So they advised us like just cancel the application. You can like reapply again this same year. And because the 90-day visa was running up, like your travel thing, I had to go back home. And thankfully his parents, they felt bad for ruining my visa application, so they paid for my trip there. So I go back, bring the Xbox with me. Guess what? Fortnite doesn't want to play anymore. The internet's too weak, even though it's the same dang internet. I know, right? And I ended up losing out on one of my battle passes because I couldn't play the game. But the funny part is, the internet was strong enough to load the game and to be able to buy stuff. I could buy stuff in the item shop. I just couldn't get into a game. The matchmaking was not strong enough. This is the same internet that I played for 6 months on. I was only gone for a few months, right? Like I went back the next May. I came back when I went to go stay with them for a whole month. I went to stay with them for the whole month of May. Um, and it didn't play at all. It just wouldn't work. But I could buy stuff. I actually bought the John Wick skin during that during that time, because at the time I thought, oh, this is the only time it's coming out. Plus, I kind of want it because I love Keanu Reeves. He's like one of my favorite actors. Oh, speaking of Keanu Reeves, I did not realize that was him in the Dracula movie. By the way, I had no idea that was Keanu Reeves, like the one from the '90s with what's her name? Winona Ryder? I can't remember her name, but she was like a really popular actress in the '90s. She was like in The Heathers, the main character. But yeah, I didn't realize the guy who plays John Hawker, I think. I didn't realize that was Keanu. Like, what the heck? And also, I remember the day we were watching John Wick, and my mom told me, "Oh yeah, that's the kid from what was it called? The two movies they did. I forgot what is it called. What is that movie? Hold on, what is that movie called? It's gonna drive me nuts if I don't figure it out. Hold on. Like back in the '80s. Let me see. Oh yeah, Bill and Ted, the excellent adventure of Bill and Ted. I did not when she's like, that's the Bill and Ted guy, right? And me and my sisters all in unison turned. They were like, "What?" We were all like, no way in hell is that that goober kid? Is that what? That's John Wick." We were all like really surprised. Yeah, that was like the funniest moment. And ever since then, I started seeing John Wick everywhere. I was like, I didn't know he was in all these movies. I already watched him. Had no idea it was the same actor. Yeah, because as a kid, you don't really know, um, what do you call it? You don't really know actors' names that much. You just think, oh, I just see a familiar face. That was funny though. We were all like, the heck, that's John Wick? No way. I did know that the other guy, I forgot his name is. I know his last name is Snow though. The blonde curly hair guy. He was in Lost Boys, so I recognized him. So I was like, oh yeah, that's him. Actually, was he in Lost Boys first? Actually, I think he may have been Lost Boys first before Bill and Ted. I have to see the dates when they came out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5, 6. Let me see. Same thing. We laughed when we see Donnie Yen in Star Wars and IP Man because of like wow, and how they're connected. I know, right? Like it's just so funny when you see an actor who you saw do something like because you usually think actors that do comedies kind of stick with comedies, right? But then you see them in like a super serious movie. It's like what? I don't know why that one's always really loud. That particular song. Okay, let me do. Well, now it's too quiet. Let's see. Let me try to get this decreasing. see if I can get this to be a bit clearer. I don't know, it just looks blurry on my screen. That could be just because the stream, I guess. Oh yeah, also I found out I can film. I didn't realize I could change the quality I film in when I go on my camera. Like when I do the video, like go to video. So apparently I can actually film in 40K, but it's 30 FPS. And then I saw 1080p, 60 FPS, and I'm like, oh my god, it looks so fluid when I filmed with it. So that's what I filmed. I'm gonna see how that looks when I edit my video, because that's what I filmed crocheting this in, was in 60 FPS, and I was like, oh, it looks so cool. Because, like, I think I've seen a few Instagram reels that had, like, this really weird fluidity to it. I'm like, whoa, what quality is this? And I'm thinking they're filming with a DSLR. Turns out, no, I guess some phones, are, like, have that option now, and I didn't know that. And I have actually seen I actually did not realize I was filming in 40. Was it 40K? Yeah, 40K. When I did, my application video, like, showing, because I'm trying to apply for how to make an IDA shop, and you have to film. You don't have to film. I actually did both. I did pictures for one product and then did filming for another product. And for the stud earrings, I filmed it, me making it, showing the process. That way I want to get a close, I want to be able to really get accepted. So I'm like trying to be as transparent as possible, showing my making process. And when I saw, like, from the phone, the quality looked, it looked okay. But then when I put it on the computer, I could, like, see so much better. I'm like, whoa, this is really good quality. Whoa, what is this? Like, it's so different, because I didn't really try filming with this phone yet. So now you can film in 60 FPS. Yeah, it looks so cool. It was, like, really, like, fluid. Like, oh my god, I didn't know, like, you could film in that quality now. Oh my god, I almost forgot. I need to put a little disc in here. Where'd it go? I had some cardboard here. I forgot. You don't have to, but the problem is you see it's flat now, it's nice and flat, but when you stuff it, the stuffing kind of billows it out a little bit, so it's going to be, like, really pushed out. So I like to put just a smidge of cardboard in. About, like, oh wait, I have one right here. Not a full centimeter. Like 8 millimeters, I think, is what it was. I think I tried it with 1 centimeter and it was just a tad too big. It's like around 8 millimeters is best. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just need, like, something that can kind of keep it nice and flat at the bottom. Like, it doesn't even have to actually fit to the whole circle. It's just to kind of help the center part not billow out when you stuff it. So this is just a crude circle. Of course, for the video, I had, like, perfect circles already prepped and made, because I'm like, it's a video, but for this, I'm just doing a whatever. Okay, so I just need to place that in there. Where's my tweezers at? I know, right? Power of editing. I know, I gotta do all my presets again. Well, actually, they weren't. That's the thing, is actually, the thing that was, I think that were only presets were actually all the text things. But I had things like, so what I did was I had, like, a already saved project, and it was called crochet making project. So, like, every time I wanted to go make a crochet video, I would load it in. It would have basic things like the intro already in there, the what do you call it, like my little notes I have, like, about how I write my patterns, or how, like, I word things, like that kind of thing. Like, I put, like, how I put my stitch marker in my first stitch, because I know some people put in their last stitch, like things like that. Like, had that already preloaded, ready to go, all the animations for, like, the like the introduction and all that stuff. And then I had this thing where I made a new thing around my last video. You can see it in my Molong video. I had it where this cool little animation will pop up for what the number of the round was. And the problem is that's like that's with an image and text, and, like, that's something I can't really save and, like, load in. I gotta have to keep it in a project, like, basically. And I had, like, one where, like, this cute, like, my yarn ball sticker, I made it really small and, like, as an overlay, so it's just a PNG file, and attach, like, a cute animation to it, and it would come in, like, when I say, like, color change, and that would be the color of that. I gotta remake all those again and make, like, a preset kind of, like, already made like like the project, basically what they call it, like the project file. And then when I would put in all my, you know, crochet stuff, I would do save as and save it as a separate file, keeping the original one nice and clean. Like that kind of thing. That's how I did it. That's how I kept it nice and easy, because if I had to remake all that from scratch every time I made a video, that would just be too what's the word? Abhorrent? Or atrocious? I don't know. Or it'd just be too hard. Okay, 1. So now we're doing 5 single crochet and a decrease with this round. What round is that actually, particularly? Oh, it's round 6. Okay. Technically, for most people, it would be considered round 7, though. But these are just so easy and fun to make. Actually, I feel like even with normal yarn, this probably would still make like a really cute, like little Christmas tree. Actually, probably this size, this pattern with normal yarn, probably would make a really good ornament size, I think. I'll have to try it out. But I would frog it though, that's the problem. Because I have very limited of like this yarn. They're so small, they're only 50 grams, but like, you know, it's gonna last me a good while. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, shoot, 5. All right, there we go. Come on, get in there. There we go. Oh yeah, let me check something. I also forgot to check. Did we hit 1,000 yet? I saw before I started the stream we were at 999. Ah, we're still at 999. We're so freaking close to what do you call it? I just need one more subscriber. Wait, sorry if I don't respond that much in the stream today. I must do a lot of laundry. It's 2 days it was not stop raining, so it would not dry. Oh, started flooding in some parts of the country. Oof, that is not good. I mean, yeah, like most people, I think that's called lurking, isn't it? Like you're like actively like listening to the stream, but like, what do you call it? But you're doing like household chores. Like I do that sometimes. Oh no, the parking lot's already starting to melt. Oh, the snow is melting already. Yeah, because that parking lot over there was completely full of snow earlier, and now it's like I can see patches of the asphalt, and I'm like, dang it. Man, though, I hope it doesn't flood too much. I know, doesn't that suck? Especially because it's near Christmas, so that's probably giving people some dang grief. Well, I don't know, like, I don't know. Do people celebrate Christmas in your country? Because I keep forgetting, like, I keep forgetting not all countries celebrate Christmas. So to them, it just be like another ordinary day. I know, right? So close to 1,000. It's only one more person. Because apparently once you hit the 1,000 mark, then that part's ticked off. It's done. The 4,000 hour watch time is finicky, though. Because that has to be done within a year, I think. Yeah, it has to be done within 1 year. So that's the sad part, is that actually, I think I have, like, my whole lifetime is, like, 3,000 watch time hours. And I'm like, oh, I'm so close. I just need 1,000 more. And then they're like, within 1 year. I'm like, dang it. That was like so upsetting. So that's why I want to kind of like start making especially short tutorials like these crochet earrings and stuff, because they're going to be very short videos. So I want them to be like as like watchable as possible, because actually I do know, like, I know the people are like, oh, make longer videos and you'll get your watch time up. No, people like get bored easily if something's too long. You know what I mean? I will actually end up clicking off videos because someone, like, you know how certain YouTubers, like, you can tell they're just dragging it out to get that watch time, and I'm just like, bro, no. But I feel like people are more likely to click on a shorter video, to be honest. Some people do. I don't. I just give people gifts and say Merry Christmas and watch Christmas movies. I celebrate Deepavali. I hope I said that right. And Chinese New Year. See, that's the thing though. It's like even if they don't celebrate Christmas, like there's like a lot of like holidays around this time though, like from different countries. Oopsie. Like well, Seoul now is not until February though, I think. That's coming up soon. And let's see, so it's like we were actually supposed to move during Seoul now, actually, the Chinese New Year, because that's when Jung gets like a lot of time off work, but we're gonna wait till the end of March. Which I'm kind of a little bit happier about. I mean, it sucks though, because that means he has to live with that stupid Goshi one longer, and I hate that. Because that place is so tiny and icky and old. But it means, like, at least when we move, it's not going to be cold, it's not going to be freezing, because trying to move probably during the cold is, like, miserable. Though, I mean, Busan's not at, like, once we get to Busan, it won't be that bad. But I feel like it would be the perfect, not too hot, but, like, perfectly chilly spring weather, you know? And then we'll, like, get to enjoy, and we'll get to enjoy, you know, summer in Busan faster. We're still, like, looking at that, what we call the hidden room apartment. Oh, I wish I could show you the link. It's all in Korean though, but like there's like this closet area. The person said you can't, so apparently that room, that secret room, is supposed to be for storage. What do you call it? But there's a window in there, and I thought, oh, that could be my crochet room. But they said, but you can't stand up straight. But I'm like, yeah, but if I can sit though, I'm okay to crawl to my desk if it means I can have my crochet room in this cool hidden room that I gotta climb up a ladder to get to. Like, I'm sorry, but that's really dope. Like, I kind of want to do that. Wait, I see you guys are gonna move to Busan, but don't worry, we're not taking a train. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna take a quick swig of my Kuron-san. This is like my vitamin energy drink thing. This is actually a famous actor here in Korea, Ma Dong-seok. Let me see if it'll focus on his face. It won't focus on his face. There we go. Ma Dong-seok, the beautiful bean. He's such a funny guy. I love him. He's like one of our favorite actors. But I love making that joke, though. Whenever we talk about moving to Busan, I'm like, don't worry, we're not going to take a train. And then we had one person who didn't know about the movie. So they were like, oh, what's wrong with the trains? Is the transportation system not good? And I was like, oh, no, they didn't see the movie or never heard of it. So I had to explain to them what I meant. Coffee and Crochet in the Chamber of Crochet, upcoming new movie. I know, right? It's such a cool, like, little... like there's like a ladder to it. It's supposed to be meant for storage, but there's a window in there, and I saw the window, and I'm like, I guess it depends. Like, is the window to the floor though? That might be a bit of a problem, actually. I don't know. We'll have to see if we can build up my crochet room in there. That'd be awesome. And if it can only be used for storage, and it needs more room for the, you know, because the two rooms actually have really good lighting. So that means like the smallest second room will still be good for both the computer and the crochet desk. So. And like any extra stuff that normally would be in here, like all our luggage and stuff in there, we could actually put in that small room. That'd be kind of nice. Because our big old luggages, like just kind of sit here. There's like nowhere to really put them, except for in this room. Because we don't like have a storage room or anything. I mean, I guess we technically could have put like them in the washing room, or we call like the balcony. It's not really a balcony. It's just more like it would be like a balcony, but instead of it being open, it's like just a big window. That's where like the mop and all that stuff is, though, which is the best spot to keep it in. Let me see, did I do 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm like losing my count. Losing my religious count. I know I was like listening to that song the other day. I'd never take a train to Busan. I did before though, but it was like a joke. Like I told Tito, let me see, but when I took that train to Busan, it was before the movie came out, so I was safe. It's like a little joke we have. Oh yeah, I definitely need to start like listening to Carol of Bells. That's my favorite Christmas song is Carol. I think yeah, Carol of Bells. I don't know, it's such a cool haunting, and also the Trans-Siberian Orchestra does a really good version of it, like a rock Christmas version, and like they're just so dope. I think I showed Rebecca that one. I'll say that Rebecca went to sleep though. But yeah, she never heard of them, and I showed them like that band, and she's like, "Oh my god, this is epic!" Because it's like, and someone like made a joke. It sounds like Santa's going off to war to fight Krampus, and I'm like, "Yep, that's basically how it sums up the song." I mean, just even the regular Carol of Bells is very haunting, kinda. Okay, that's the only problem. I didn't glue this down. See, they're the ones I glued down, but now it's like wanting to move. Crap. Stay in place. Hold on, maybe if I push this one might work. Because once I stuff it, it will stay. Oh no, I gotta restart it. Yeah, the Christmas War song. Okay, let me try to stuff this as generously as possible. Because that's the thing, is actually these earrings, you don't want to stuff them too much, but at the same time, you don't want to understuff them. Because I've overstuffed one and it didn't look as good as... Then I had one that wasn't stuffed enough and it didn't look that great either. I probably shouldn't use green. I know it's usually best to use the scrap yarn, the same color, but the only problem is it looks... I get confused, like, what's my working yarn and what's my yarn I'm stuffing with. So let me get some yellow. Let me get some, like, other colors. Let's see. I thought I was the only one who thought it sounded like he was going to war. Wait. Oh, okay. I actually didn't realize you misspelled that until you mentioned your typing. Like, I just read it as is. I know, right? Like... And also, like, spell correct will drive me nuts. And sometimes, you don't see that it's spelled correct until after you sent the message. Like, you don't see it. Sometimes I'll catch it that it did it immediately after, because it waits until after you hit the space bar that it changes. And sometimes if it's the last word you typed, you don't even bother checking it. Like, you just, like, after you type, you send the message, right? And then you didn't see that spell check has fricked you over. And that's actually funny because when you're typing is the little 9 just popped up. Oh, that was another problem I had too with my typing, is for some reason when I would try to type fast, numbers would come up, which is really funny because you had to actually go to a different text menu to get to the numbers, right? But apparently if you hold the number, you can actually select a number, but you have to, like, hold that letter for a couple seconds, and apparently it was registering as that when I would try to type really fast, and it was so annoying. Like, even my parents were like, how are you reaching the numbers with your fingers like that? I was like, no, it's because when you like type fast, if you hold your finger on the letter for just a millisecond too long, it changes to a number. Like the top ones anyway. And it's just, that's such an annoying feature. I kind of wish they didn't add that. I'd rather just go to the separate menu so I don't have to worry about ones and crap popping up in my letter or my word I just typed. Okay, as you can see, like, that's kind of helping it keep flat. We just did 4. Okay, so now we gotta do 3. I know, right? Typing is the bane of my existence. Especially, I don't know what's it with these Xiaomi phones, but they really frick up my typing a lot. Like, I swear, I will type, like, a lot of times, especially when I'm trying to put the question mark, it will put the exclamation mark. And I'm just like, no, because then it looks like I'm either angry or something when I'm just trying to ask a question, or I'm too surprised. I'm like, no. I have to, like, tell them, like, I have to tell John, no, I meant question mark, not exclamation mark. God dang it. Like, that kind of thing. Or it keeps switching the M and N because they're, like, so close together. And it's just so annoying. Let me see. I don't know why I'm yawning. I got a full 8 hours of sleep. At least the good thing, at least she's not coming tomorrow. I keep thinking I have to go to sleep early because she's going to come tomorrow. I'm like, well, no, she's coming Tuesday, so at least I got one day from that. And the kids' class is tomorrow, though, but it's not until, like, 4. So I usually leave at, like, 3:40. Because it's, like, just a 10-minute walk. I gotta do a lot of shopping, though, on that day. I'm probably going to go to Taebak afterward. Because I wanted to make, like, a really big Christmas meal for when Jong came home. Let me see. I know Ryan as well so really aggressively when I type because you could just see the words and not their face. I know, right? I know, like I'm always worried about how I'm gonna come off to somebody. Like I don't want to come off as angry or anything. I'm so worried I'm gonna have someone feel bad. Cause have you ever just got a text from someone and you just can't tell what their mood is? Like you're like thinking, are they angry or I can't tell. Like it's so hard to tell unless they add an emoji. So that's why I always try to add emojis as much as possible, so that nobody gets hurt by my tone if they misread my tone in my text. Okay. Now I just gotta do 2 single crochet. At this point, I don't even bother using my stitch marker because it would just get in the way. Get in there. Come on. Get in there. Thank you. Oh, I should have really glued that piece down. I can feel it moving around in there. Oh, well, doesn't matter. These are not for sale. These are just probably for me. Or for someone, like, as a gift. Well, I don't know. Probably I would get those as a gift, because those are technically the better ones, because those are the ones I filmed. And the piece of board is actually glued on the bottom, so it's not moving around. I had one that I made where I didn't glue it and it didn't move around at all. I think because this one moved, it just happened to move a little bit. Or because because I placed it too late, I think. I placed it when I already did too many decrease rounds, so it's kind of messing up. Let me see if I can feel it. Like, I feel it at the bottom, so maybe the stuffing got messed up. Oops. Yeah, I know that feeling. Try to even out this stuffing. I think some stuffing must have got caught under the little board I put in there. Okay, that's a bit better. Okay, now from here, while it's nice and flat, I want to stuff it just every little bit more at the top. Oh wait, I can go ahead and cut this off though. I'm going to sew it up in a second. I see Crochet is full of power strike. In the summer, as we can make gifts and make our own decorations without spending lots of money. That is true. Unless you go out and buy all new yarn just for it. Only if it's like, if you get like the expensive yarn, like not like discount yarn. Because then you're actually probably in a deeper hole, to be honest. But at the same time, it's like, actually though, it's so weird. Isn't it weird how like sometimes like homemade gifts got like the bad reputation that you're too cheap? But actually nowadays, because so many people make really good stuff, because they sell their stuff on Etsy, so it's of good quality. So actually now getting something handmade is actually needs to shift. Actually, it needs to shift to like it's more personal. It's more, even if they didn't make it themselves, like if they bought like a handmade gift off Etsy, like that's it's a much more unique and more expensive gift in my mind, rather than some now it's like cheap stuff from China versus like this like artisan handmade, gorgeous whatever it is, like if it's a crochet shawl or if it's like hand woodworking or something, or something made with clay. So hopefully that will shift. It's like slowly starting to shift. Like there are still some Karens though that think if you don't buy them a gift, or like if you hand make them a gift, you're being cheap, when actually in reality we're trying to make something more personal for them. I think they think of it as like, like something homemade, handmade by a kid. Like I can understand, because it's like a cute, it's supposed to be sentimental, but it's gonna be, quality's not gonna be very good, right? It's gonna be like made of paper and like glitter glue and all some kind of stuff, be messy, but it's supposed to be like, heartwarming. But when an adult makes, handmade stuff, they can make some really good high quality things. Like I've seen people who make like those cool they take like what driftwood and they fill it with resin. They make these really cool tables. Like dang, that's probably better than any cheap IKEA furniture you'd ever get. Like that's some really cool stuff. I can't remember if it was driftwood or petrified wood. It was some kind of special wood, I remember. Like wood they'd go out and find, take back home and like sand it down, work. They do all kinds of stuff with it and it was like really cool. It takes like a lot of work. I don't know why, but this particular bunch of like stuffing is just like getting on my nerves. Ah, shoot, I went completely through the thing. Like it's not one to shape right. I probably put it in too fast. I know, right? The creative community. What did it say? Oh, it always is always creative with their work. Oh no, the art community is always creative with their. I don't know why I read creativity twice. Oh yeah, here's how I make the end. So usually I think before I started with the top first because I wanted the top to look nice. But here's how you get to look nice. First you finish it off without slip knotting or anything. You just like cut it and you pull a string through. And what you do is you go through these front loops. Go through the front loops only and do like a whip stitch. Like very carefully. This is how like I started doing my crochet cones for like the ice cream. Because before I would make the cones separate and sew it. But sometimes when I would sew it, it would be kind of awkward and not be straight and not look all that great. But the cone would look itself would look really good and really nice. But I kind of finally figured how to end the cone, like start from the top to the bottom, like ending at the bottom rather than starting from the bottom and ending at the top. So let's see, let's go through one more. Once you come through all of them, just pull it really tight. And then I kind of like snuff it through here a little bit. And it also makes the point a tidbit smaller when you do this. Oh my god, I think I used to play this song on the flute actually. Back when I played the flute as a kid. Kind of miss those days. Oh man, before I moved, I actually had to sell my flute. And that was like really sad. But the problem is I hadn't touched it in so long. See, look at that. Now it's like, it's really nice, right? It doesn't look ugly or anything. It looks really nice and clean. Because a lot of times, you know, when you end your work, like, especially if you end really short, like, cause I've actually seen some people who've made crochet cones, and they end it, and then they don't really sew it up very well, and it's so obvious, and I'm just like, you're so close, just go through the front loops and make it nice. Like, they ended off really ugly looking, and I'm just like, the whole thing looks really good, except that one spot. I just want to tell them, I want to reach through the screen and, like, shake them, like, no, you gotta go to the front loops. Like, you made such a cute thing, but, like, you ended it off so ugly. Yeah, I'm like always like, that's why I don't like being able to see the ugly sides and stuff. I want to hide it all. I want the customer to be able to see only good sides only. But yeah, it's like, cause I know I've actually seen people who like will, after they did the slip stitch part, they'll just cut it and leave the string like just a smidge hanging out, like that much. And I'm just like, why? I don't think they were things for sale. I think they were just things they were showing off. But I'm like, no, like just kind of weave it through, like just sew it in. You don't even have to properly weave it, just like bring it through the thing, like the longest piece, and then cut it off. That way it's like stays forever inside your piece, you know? Don't like cut it off where everyone can see the little knot. And it's just like, ugh. Well, hopefully they will like learn better techniques. I always like to shape my amigurumi. It's more like you're having to fiddle with, you're basically like moving the stuffing around, like trying to get it to fit. Yeah, let me see. The crochet will be upside down and the inside out, so the cool V look inside. I've actually seen people who do like they show the wrong side, but they did it so well it actually looked really cool. Like some people actually use it as an effect. Oh, there we go. Look how nice that turned out. Like, that's like a perfect little Christmas tree right there. Okay, before I do, I'm going to do another one. That way I can make sure that they're like the same size. Like, I feel like reaching through the screen and telling them it's upside down. I know, right? Also, I've gotten a bit better at the seams. Because I think if I'm correct, let me pick up my crochet earring. I mean my ice cream earring. I think this is in joined rounds if I'm correct. Oh yeah, here's the seam. You can kind of probably see it. But I feel like to a customer, they probably won't really be able to tell. I think it's right here. But like from here, like if you look, when I look upside down, I can clearly see it's right there. But when I look at like from here, I don't see it as much. Like it's almost invisible. And the lady said like I didn't do any special trick or anything. She just said like when you go to before you do your chain one, pull it really tight because usually we just do like normal, right? We just use normal tension, just chain one and insert back in that same stitch to make to join the round. But she said pull it really tight. It makes it like as minimal as possible. And that seems to help with like if you don't feel like doing that fancy schmancy where you pull your hook out, go from the other side, reach through. Because I've done that before, and it's actually really great. I really like that technique, but it's like so time consuming and it's kind of hard to do on small crochet. It's really easy to do on the bigger crochet, honestly. Like I kind of feel jealous a little bit. Like that technique is actually quicker and easier to do with regular crochet, but with the small crochet, it was really fiddly. But man, it made my watermelon look good. I usually save it for like the watermelon. I think I did it with this one. Let me see. Yeah, I did it with this watermelon pin. Like you can see there's no seam. I did that technique and I loved it. Turned out so great. It's really good for color change too. Also, I need to start making some of these. This one was like slightly air quote, I consider a defect because of the pin kind of juts out a bit. Though, to be fair, no one's going to actually see it because when you take it out. But I feel like I should have lowered it a little bit. So that way this is not sticking out. But, for me, or I think actually, I think I'm giving away that as a gift, actually, I think to my cousin, I think. Like, I figured that would be a cute gift for somebody because they're not going to really care about that. But, like, when you take a photo of mine and try to sell it, then, because, customers can get really nitpicky, especially if they're spending a lot of money because, I don't plan on selling this stuff for super cheap. I know, right? They're so cute. Oh my god, I have to like show you. Let me show you my jewelry drawer. If I can pull the shelf out. Not shelf, I mean the... Can I pull the drawer out? I don't know. Oh, I don't think it'll let me pull it out. Sometimes you can like kind of get these things to pop out. Oh wait, I think it's coming out. There we go. Come on. Let's be stubborn. Here is my jewelry drawer. Look at all this. Like all from AliExpress too, like really cheap. I actually have way more wire than this. This is actually old. I got that from like Michael's a long time ago. That's my OG stuff. But like this is all like from AliExpress. I got pins. I got like the different earring colors. I finally bought some hypoallergenic earrings actually because I found out these were not. These are made of zinc alloy, so most likely got nickel in them. But I found the ones with the red line. I'm actually glad they did that. Because I can distinguish like, okay, these are the hypoallergenic ones. Like there's not that many, I only bought a few. I'm going to have them as an add-on option. But I have like the pins. I also have like the different color ones. I only bought silver and black. Because I thought these would be cool for Halloween. Or gothy looking pins. Like different colors. I think I even have, where are my black earrings? I have black earrings somewhere. Oh, here they are. I know I meant to use these for like, I bought a ton of black earrings, so I thought, oh, Halloween earrings, heck yeah. And I didn't make any. I didn't really crochet much this Halloween. Really sad. Now the question is how to put this back in the drawer. Oh shoot, I might not be able to get that back in. Hold on. I mean, I will eventually. If it can come out, it can. Yeah, there we go. Just needs a little bit of coaxing. Ow. Okay, you know what? Shit, this was a mistake. I'm gonna set this aside and put this in later. I'll just set this down here. Now I can't get it back in. I mean, I could if I have like both hands, but I'm kind of like away from the thing. I know, right? That's like a lot of pins and yeah, because I wanted to make sure, like, just in case, maybe if the seller that I got from maybe closed their shop or something, I want to make sure I have a good amount while I try to find like another seller or something. I mean, on AliExpress there's like so many ones, but like I feel like I got really good deal ones. I feel like. Okay, before I start, let me actually cut another circle so that way it's already ready to go. Oh yeah, this is like craft paper I got. Let me see if I can show you. I started practicing like, go away, spam caller. Someone tried calling me. But I started making my own boxes because the boxes on AliExpress were like so many different sizes and I didn't know which ones I wanted. So, you know, and I was like, you know what? Let me just buy some of the, this is the same stuff it's made out of too. It's made out of the same material, craft paper, really heavy. It's basically like cardboard, honestly. Like a slightly lighter cardboard. It's like really, really thick. But what do you call it? Where's my thing at? Like I made a mock-up with paper. Where did I put it? Yeah, right here. So I made like, this is like the top part is like slightly bit larger than the bottom, but they're very almost the same. I think they're off by like a centimeter or two, or not centimeter, like a millimeter. Because, you know, you just want it to be just ever so slightly bigger so it like goes on the top part. Because I wanted like the freedom of being able to, what do you call it? The freedom to be able to like make any size box I want, right? So that way I'm not stuck to like, oh, I ordered all of this same size box and now I need to order for a bigger box. Or like I got this big order and I need a bigger box but I don't have one. But if I have this paper, then I can make any size box I want. And I actually prefer that. Like I wanted the freedom of having to make any size I want. Like I didn't want to buy a bunch of the same size, you know, and be stuck with, like, see, that's the problem. I bought all the same size of these. And then I realized, oh crap, if I get a big order, I'm going to need obviously a bigger one. But the thing is, the boxes are only for the stud earrings, I think. I might make a slightly smaller one for the hook earrings, but like most other things, like the pins and stuff, they just need to be bubble wrapped a lot. And then put in a bubble wrapper, because they're not that delicate, but like the stud earrings, you know, they stick out. And I actually have, where is it? I have these. I put them on the stud earrings. They're actually just for stud earrings. They're like shock absorber thingies, so they don't bend, because I did not want to get custard complaint. Here's ones I made when I experimented with like construction paper, and I thought this one would be, I have to glue that though. But I think instead of making it like this kind of one, I'm going to make it more like this, where like you just put the top on the bottom. I think that's better, because this kind of way was a bit more difficult, because you had to think of like how it folded. But it's so much easier just to cut this out, because it's just a rectangle, and then you cut the edges and fold it. So I think, but this size would be good for the hook earrings, to make sure they don't get bent or anything like that. Let me put that back in there. But yeah, I'm trying to get ready. Oh, I just wish one more person would hit the subscribe button to make you 1,000. I know, right? It's just one more. Just one more person. To be fair, though, it was like at 94. It was just 994 the other day. Something. Oh, 6 more people. I checked the other night. 996. Like in the morning yesterday, it was 996. I'm like, okay, 4 more people. And then before I went to sleep, 998. I was like, whoa, I just need 2 more people. And one more person subscribed, so I just need one more person. I'm just like, oh, so almost there. I know, right, though? We're getting there. We're getting there. Let me shape this a wee bit more. Yeah, see that? I should have made the circle. I should have glued the circle. The only problem is I had already started doing decrease rounds, so I was too worried. This still looks good though. So let's make our... Uh-oh, where'd the paper go? Oh no, I think I swished it off the table by accident. Oh well, I'll just cut this piece. Because like the little pieces I had, where'd they go? Okay, let me just cut this one. Don't have to be perfect. I know, but yeah, with these like boxes and stuff, probably like I really like once, more like once I get accepted to IDAS, because I didn't really want to make, I thought about making studio vlogs, right? But then I'm like, well, I don't have a shop though, so it's kind of useless to call it a studio vlog. Well, I mean, maybe if it was like for YouTube, like the making YouTube videos, that kind of thing. But it still felt kind of like, you know, they usually think when you think studio vlog, you think you are a shop owner and you're selling your product. But you'll be AFK for a while. Alright, well, I will be here. Let's see, make sure I made that small enough. I'm going to concentrate. Oh, I gotta play the music again. But I'll be starting the second tree while you're away. So hopefully be probably maybe done or halfway when you come back. But get that laundry done. I know you said you were doing household chores and stuff. Let's see. Okay. 6 single crochet. Actually, I might have to like turn this down just a smidge. There we go. Two, three. Oh no, I hate it when I find like fuzzy spots in my yarn. That's always a pet peeve of mine, actually. Like when I watch a crocheter and they have like this good bit of fuzz in their yarn and they're crocheting and they don't take it out and they crochet over it. It drives me insane. I'm like, no, please take that bit off. That was always one of my pet peeves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 5 and 6. I think this one I might glue it a tidbit before I get started. Okay. Let's see, 9 and 10. 11 and 12. Actually, before I go any further, I'm just going to go ahead and sew this up a bit. Always having like a long yarn tail gets kind of annoying. Oh, come on, yarn. Not yarn, more like my needle. That's the only problem with this tiny crochet. It's really hard to find a good yarn needle because this needle is just a tad bit too thick. But then, like, any other needle I try to find, it's more like this, like an actual sewing needle, are too small. This is the best one I got. That's the sad thing, is if I lose this needle, I'm probably screwed, honestly. Because it's really hard to find needle even at this size. All yarn needles are too big. Okay, I think that's safe enough to cut it. Oops, sorry about that. I don't know why that always sounds so loud when I put it on the thing. Put this one here. I definitely want to make sure these end up the same size. If they're not, I'm gonna make more. I mean, but that's what the, I guess like miniature crochet guru, I forgot what her name was, but she had like this really cool blog about miniature crochet. Like the trick was a lot of times when you make small stuff, they can really vary in size. Like just the littlest bit of tension can really make one of them look a lot bigger than the other one. And like with like regular crochet, it's not that obvious, but with tiny crochet, it really is a bit. So they said, just crochet a bunch at the same time, especially if you plan on selling them anyway. Like just make a whole bunch and then find their pair, like find their twin, and like match them up, then sew them all together, or whatever it is you're doing. Like if you're making a bunch of the same character, like make a bunch of legs and arms, heads and stuff, then just like kind of mix match them and find which ones all match. That way you get the same set. Because especially for like earrings, you want. I think it was specifically for like miniature crochet earrings, because usually you need like a pair to be the same size. So I guess if you're just making a standalone thing, you don't have to worry about it as much. And I definitely do notice whenever I crochet something on stream, it always ends up being a lot smaller. I think because the way my tension is, like crocheting at this angle. But we're gonna pray this one turns out to be mostly the same size, because these are actually, like, that one's a tidbit smaller, so I kind of want to find another pair for that one and another pair for this one. Uh-oh, is my count off? Hold on. Where did I lose count? Let me just start this round over. I think I see where it did. It was like near the beginning, of course. Okay, let's see. So 1, 2. Okay, so this is 5 and 6. I want to get up to 18. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, good, I'm on track, good. Yeah, I think I skipped an increase near the beginning. And of course my yarn decides to do this crap. I have to go back in again. Let me see if I can like get to be a bit more clear. Okay, so now we'll be working the back loops. Normally just doing some single crochet to bring this shape up. Actually, though, probably the best method, actually, to be honest, I'm doing continual rounds, but really the best method would probably be to end there, like cut off and then rejoin with a new yarn, I think, and then do. You could probably still do continual rounds, I guess, but like something about like switching to back loops and like bring your shape up. It does kind of. Let me see if you can see it on this side. Like right here, it does kind of mess up the shape a little. Oh wait, I can't even see. Like it messes the shape up just a smidge. Like right here, you can see like where it goes up. Kind of messes it up a bit, but it's not that noticeable, especially when we're gonna sew over with like a lot of decoration. So that's why I kind of don't really bother doing that method. But if you wanted like a perfect pristine tree, that's probably the best to do. Especially if you're making this bigger, because probably this with regular yarn, I'm thinking it's gonna make like maybe like this kind of size maybe, and make like a little, maybe even smaller. I don't know. I haven't tested because all my yarn's all chopped up and I split all my yarns, so I don't really have any big yarn to crochet with. I guess I do have a few skeins I could probably, but then none of them are green. They're like orange and blue. Like they were recent yarn I bought that I haven't cut up yet. I guess not really recent. I can't really call it recent. Like basically before my move here, it was like my last like Michael's haul, I think, Hobby Lobby haul. Like buying yarn before I moved to Korea. That was like what, 2019? So yeah, not very recent anymore. Corona has really made time go by way too fast. But yeah, maybe I could like I could probably use that yarn to maybe practice with for something to see how big it would turn out. But I'm thinking like this would make a cute ornament this size if made with regular worsted weight yarn. And probably even a keychain actually. But then again, I don't know if I've ever seen anyone wear like a Christmas tree keychain. Some people might. Alrighty, so before I start, I'm gonna like, let me see how big this is, if I need to cut off any, because you don't have to do this, but I prefer to put like a little bit of cardboard, or it doesn't have to be cardboard, like construction paper, like maybe take 2 or 3 bits of construction paper, like glue them together, and then I would recommend hot gluing this side. I didn't glue it for this one, and I mean, it's fine now, but when I was crocheting, it kept moving around. That was kind of frustrating. It's good now that it's all sewn up, it's not moving around anymore, but to save you some grief, it's just best to hot glue it down. Plus, I use a lot of hot glue in my stuff. I'm gonna cut this a wee bit smaller. It's a bit too long. I tried with like 1 centimeter and that was way too big. 8 millimeter, 7 to 8 millimeters seem to really work for this really well. Okay, let me see. Ah, shoot. Out of curiosity, where's my ruler at? Let's pull out my cute handy dandy animal ruler. How many millimeters is this? Just at 8. Yeah, 8 millimeter. So like what I did last time. That seems to be the magic number. It's like just the perfect size. Because 1 centimeter was a wee bit too big. Because I don't really want it to like press up against the edges. I know that would probably make it look a bit cleaner, but it kind of distorted the shape for me a little bit. So I'm going to add a little teeny bit of glue. I'm going to do this off camera. I guess if I zoom out, you guys might be able to see me do it. Because I don't want it to accidentally touch my working edges. I mean, also you could probably actually just do some hot glue down there, let it like flatten it or something. That might work too. But I prefer a little extra strength with cardboard. Okay, see, that's gonna keep it like really nice and flat, because like it'll look nice and flat until you start stuffing it and then it like billows out. What time is it actually? Oh, it's okay, so it's almost afternoon. It's almost 12. after this, I've actually filmed making these, and I'm gonna edit that. Okay, let me zoom that in a little bit. I'm gonna be brushing my hand. Oh, almost all the snow is gone. Good thing I woke up early enough to take pictures, because, like, it's a really, really sunny, pretty sunny day, clear sky, so it's definitely not going to snow. I mean, I don't even think, let me see if you can see, like, there's no clouds in the sky at all, not a single one. Let me see if I can show you, like, before, at the beginning of the stream, I showed how much snow there was. Like, look, it's already almost gone. Like, look how little that is. There was, like, a lot more at the beginning. Oh, well. Maybe we'll have a white Christmas this Christmas. It's supposed to be negative. It's because the temperatures went up, though. Like, I saw the forecast. And, like, yesterday was -7 in the morning. It was so cold. I actually had to go put hot water on my feet because of, like, how, uncomfortable my feet were. It was, like, way too cold. And I was wearing, like, 3 pairs of socks, and it wasn't enough. More, the problem is it's not the socks. It's more like I need to, like, warm up my blood or something. I don't know. That seems to be the only thing that seems to be working. Is, like, just stewing my feet in, like, really warm water. Same for my hands, too. Like, my hands were, like, I was trying to crochet, and my hands were really cold. Like, they didn't want to move correctly. Heck, just even trying to type was really hard. Or text. Okay, so now we'll start our decrease round. So let me get my stitch marker, and we're just going to resume both loops. Let me see if I can get this to, let me get all the yellow out of the way, because that's going to be for, like, our lights and stuff. Let me try to, ooh, I don't want to be that close, and there we go. I think that's good. I think I was zoomed in way too much earlier. More because it's so easy to accidentally get out of frame if I'm not zoomed in. I don't want to, like, be crocheting, like, over here the whole dang time. Like, that'd be horrible. Alright, so we're just going to crochet 7. I mean, basically, this is, like, really easy to make. You just basically make a circle, starting with 6 in the, you know, single crochet in the magic circle, increase up to 18, do 1 round of single crochet in the back loop, and then from there, you just decrease 2 for the next rounds, like, so we're doing 7 single crochet, then decrease, so that makes it from 18 to 16, and, like, you stop at the last round is you're doing 2 single crochet and a decrease, like, that's your last round, and then, because then you'll have, like, 6 single crochet, and then you just, like, kind of whip stitch to the front loops to make it look all nice and pretty for the end. It's more the decorating part is the tricky part. It's not that hard, it's more fiddly, I should say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that really 7? Okay, it is 7. Okay, so now we do our first decrease. There we go. Oh, that last one was stubborn. Let me try to, want to see something. More, I'm trying to see what my stream looks like. I usually have it playing on lower data because you know I don't want it to take up too much of the with me, but I wanted to quickly see what it looks like when it's at high quality. Is that really at high quality? Huh. Maybe it's just this phone. Let me check. Is there any way for me to change the quality? I guess not. Okay. So now we'll just do 6 single crochet. Wait, I think I miscounted. Hold on. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Ah, shoot. 4, 5, 6. Oh, you know, I've been forgetting to use, like, so I'm starting to get like a slight line right here. That's what this is for, and I keep forgetting to use it sometimes. I actually used it yesterday though when I was filming the video because it's just really pretty. Okay, so now we do 5 single crochet and decrease. Oh, yo, what's up? So you finally back? We're like halfway through our Christmas tree, so probably after that we'll get to do the decorating part, which will be the fun part. Okay, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, the snow is melting. Like it was a good thing I woke up early. Actually, kind of makes me wish I woke up even earlier, like before the sun was just coming up, because probably there was even more snow, probably. It's kind of like last year. Like we woke up and there was like a lot of snow everywhere, but then it like quickly melted because it's like a really sunny day. Like it's really pretty outside, but that's not good for the snow. 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. I know, right? Let me show you. Let me do this one last one because that way I know I just have to decrease next. Good thing I took a picture of because there was like a trail. Like, see, you can see the parking lot now. It's like, I don't know, you can see my hand. Yeah, the parking lot over there was like completely covered in snow. Now it's like only the edges are showing of snow. But like that whole thing was all full of snow earlier. Now it's like almost gone. Like that path was all full of snow. And it had I took the picture like really zoomed in because I could see the cat tracks because there's cats. Actually, let me see if I can show you what I'm talking about. So somebody made like this really weird thing. Let me see. Does it show? Let me go over here. Do you see that blue thing over there? I'm trying not to drop this by the tree. That. It's like some kind of built shelter someone made with like blue tarps and stuff. But yeah, someone made that for the cats. And I think it's this old grandma because I see her. I actually saw her just this morning. I think she went to go check on the cats. Because she goes there and I think she built that for them. Which is really weird because usually Koreans have especially older Koreans, have a reputation for not liking cats. Like they think of them as wild animals. And, but I have so many pictures of cats like like I actually saw a cat this morning walking in the snow. I got a little bit of him recorded before he, disappeared into the tree line. But like especially during the early fall, they like sit out in the sun and sunbathe. Like I have so many pictures and videos of them. That's one of the things I'm gonna really miss about this spot. Yeah, it's like they made a little cat shelter, and it was so cute. I thought that was a really sweet idea. I think she goes and brings some food and stuff too. Because I've seen her come back with an empty yellow bag, like these small, really bright, like this color yellow. So, oh sorry, I sipped my coffee a bit too fast and I had like a little bit stuck in my throat. What do you call it? Like this color, this like neon yellow color. So like the blue bag's like her trash bag. I think pink is like for, I think, cardboard and glass. I think, yeah, cardboard and glass. The white bag is for plastic and metal. Yeah, plastic and metal. And the yellow bag is called the food trash bag. Now there are white, certain types of there's like different colors though. Like there's also a green bag that's also for trash, but like the yellow one's like the most like famous, more like well known. Like that is food trash. That's what because they don't really have disposables that much here. I think you can get one, but like those are like the more fancier, bigger apartments have those. Like here, and it's actually the reason why they make us get rid of our food trash like that is because actually it's not for compost or anything like that. It's actually for feeding farm animals. Like yeah, and that's what it's for. Like they collect that and that's what they feed the farm animals with. Like probably not just that, but like supplement it with it or something. And I thought that was a pretty nifty idea. So like even when something goes bad, like it's still gonna get eaten by something, It's gonna get eaten. I think they use it just for pigs, though. I think, if I'm correct, I don't think they use it for any other animal, or I mean livestock. I think it's just for like the pig farms. And I thought that was really cool. And I think I see her sometimes carrying like an empty one of those, and I think she like probably dumped it somewhere for them to like munch on. But yeah. Yeah, so I think she brings some food scraps and stuff. And I thought that's like sweet of her. Though I am wondering, is that the same grandma I saw pooping? I saw pooping out over there. Oh, I think I remember telling you about that, right? I hope that's not the same grandma. I don't think she would have pooped there, though, because it seems like this lady lives nearby. My guess is that this lady was probably someone who came from hiking and is on her way home, but was too far and just couldn't hold it in and had to go. I mean, I don't mind if she just had to go a little bit further, because there's like a hill she could have like tucked behind. She didn't have to do it right then and there. She could have like walked a bit further in the trees or a bush or something, but she just did it. Walked right on the path, right where I could see. Had my morning coffee with my hand, everything, being like, wait, didn't I tell you about that? I walk in with my morning coffee, like, oh, such a beautiful day. Let me go see my favorite, window and see, my favorite view. Not in front of the apartment. I'll show you the exact spot where she took a dump. Hold on. We're going for a ride again. Do you see? Oh shoot. Let me see if I can do it like this. No, I guess I have to like have it straight. Okay. See that? Like, where's my finger at? Right there. Right where my finger's at. That's where she took a dump. Like, just right there. But look. This is a big ass hill, right? Like, because the path goes kind of downward. It goes inward, and there's like a lot of trees and bushes. Like, there's bushes over there. See all that tall grass? She could have gone in there and done it. Like, I understand there's a lot of people who hike and stuff, and like they wanna. But like that spot was really close to the street. Like, probably I'm not sure if anyone from the street could see her because it's oops, sorry. It's kind of on a hill. Like, here's the street, and it's kind of like so it goes up, but then it goes back down. And I'm thinking maybe people from the street may have not been able to see her. And I think that's what she was thinking. But she didn't think about the apartments. She didn't think about the poor young woman with her coffee in her hand, waking up to enjoy the day just to go see. And she had her butt pointed toward me too. That's the thing. And I saw it plop, man. I was like, oh my goodness. I'm really hoping that's not the same grandma that's feeding the cats, because I would be so devastated. Because the sad part is they both have curly hair. But I don't think it is the same one, because the one lady I saw had really dark curly hair. And the lady I saw this morning, it looks like she dyes her hair kind of an orangey color. Like a brown orangey color. Like it's not dark black like the other ladies was. So I'm really hoping they're different ladies. So I think they might be. Just the sad part is so many Korean 할머니es. We call them 할머니. That means grandma. They all really look alike. Not because they look alike because of, genetics, but because they all do the same hairstyle. It's kind of like so many white old grandmas look the same because they do like the little puffball, the little cotton puffball hair. Like they all do the same hairstyle. They all do like this curly hairstyle. I know, right? Waking up to see a grandma taking a dump is a good way to start your day. And I even have my coffee in my hand, like all excited to like sit down and crochet, and I'm just like, ugh. Ah! Yeah, if I was a really bad person, I would have taken a picture, but I was like, nah, I can't do that. Plus she was gone before I could even go grab my phone anyway. I was just like, what the actual heck? I was thinking more of report. I don't know. Well, I don't know. That would be kind of Karen, though, if I reported her. But, like, I was just like, what the heck? Just why? Just walk a little further down and you'd be good. Because the jail over there, that's what it is, actually. That's what that big old white building and parking lot is like. It's actually a jail. Like a white collar, or not, what do they call? Like small crime. Like, small crime jail. I found out that's what it is because a neighbor perhaps told me what it was. I was like, oh, I thought it was just a municipal, how do you say it? Municipal building? I can never say that word. But like things like bureaucracy kind of like buildings, like where you go to get documents or whatever. I thought it was one of those things, but no, it's a jail. But it goes up in a hill again, so people from the parking lot would not be able to see her if she just went to the very center down in the dip. Like, she would have been hidden by both sides, like no one would have saw her. But no, she had to go like right at the top, at the right top bit of the path. And that's the worst part too, is that it's right in the center of the path. Like, that's where people walk, because a lot of people walk through there. It's like a walking path to get to this like little tiny park. It's got a little, what do they call those things? Gondola? Yeah, gondola, where you can like sit and chill. Like, yeah. And I'm like, people could have stepped in that, man. And it's just like, that's also what kind of made me irritated. Like, she did it right on the walking path. Like, people walk there, man. Like, do it off to the side. Jesus. I know, I understand you gotta go, but find a, just don't do it in the middle. But she didn't give two fricks that day. Okay, let me see. Let's see, 1, 2. What were we doing? 4, right? 3. Yeah, okay, so it's 4. Oh, yeah, because I did 5 the previous round. I know, right? Basically got traumatized that morning. Let me see how this is looking. Looking pretty good. I just hope this turns out to be the same size as that one. If it's like, and even if they are, I'm still going to decorate them both. Then I just probably won't attach the earring thing to them. So I have some earrings saying, like, here ready to go, but I actually probably don't really want to attach earring thing to them just yet. Until I know, like, so I want to ask my sisters, like, if they want, that's the problem, though, is by the time I send my Christmas present, it's not going to be Christmas anymore. So it's almost kind of useless to send them, like, something like this. And it's actually kind of useless to send this on ice either, because there's no way in heck my shop's going to be open by the time of Christmas. Probably going to be opened after Christmas, because it takes, like, at least, I think, like, 7 days for them to get back to you, like, after they review your thing. Let me see, so this is 3. I'm going to drop I don't need the stitch marker now, because that would just get in the way. So 1, 2, 3. Right now, I just saw a 2-year-old kissing the floor of the laundromat when I went to do my dry clothes. Ah! I know, right? Kids do the darndest things. And it kind of makes you wonder how they're not all just, like, falling over dead by all the crazy stuff they do. Like, my sister, like, you know how kids, like, will go and eat, like, worms and stuff, right? Like, from the dirt. Like, some kids in America were really known for doing that. Like, they just go or eat dirt or something. And I'm like, there's so many things that can kill you in there. Like, you could get, like, poisoning. You can get a parasite. Like, how are kids alive? Honestly. And my sister, what she said she used to do is that she used to take tiny little pebbles and she would stuff them in her ears. Like, man, she lucky she don't have no hearing loss, though. We don't know. It might come back to haunt her later. Because I did hear, like, some stuff you did younger might come back to haunt you when you're older, and that's not good. I think after this round, I'm going to stuff it a bit because the hole's getting a little bit small. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I know, right? Like, that's every kid. That's, like, a quintessential thing of being a toddler or a little kid is, like, eating dirt for some reason. Or eating grass. Oh, that was the thing I used to do. Oh my god, it was funny. Apparently they told me when I was young, I used to try to pretend I was a cow and eat grass. And I'm like, how did I not die? Like, because, you know, some people put, like, you know, pesticides on their grass. Like, I could have, like, ingested poison, basically. I know, right? How are all kids okay? Like, how do they bump through this? It's so weird. It's like, on one hand, kids seem, like, so robust and unbreakable, but at the same time, they're so, like, what's the word? I don't want to say weak, but it's more like, oh, fragile. Like, so fragile. Like, you know, if a kid gets, like, thrown too hard, like, that could, like, really be really bad, you know? And it's like, so it's like on one hand, but then you hear about how kids, like, fall from trees and, like, bust an ankle, but they heal real quickly, so it's like, they make the joke, like, they're made of rubber or something. I don't know, it's like a weird what is it called? Oxymoron? Yeah, oxymoron, I think. Is that the right word I'm thinking of? Like, they're so fragile, but so robust at the same time. Explain what you were doing eating grass. Apparently, I was pretending to be a cow or something. I wonder what I saw. I must have seen some kind of cartoon. Ah, see, that's the problem. When I was a kid, I was really, really bad at emulating what I saw as a cartoon. It's so funny. People want to be like, video games make kids violent. Yo, bitch, I bit a kid in kindergarten because I was pretending to be Blossom from the Powerpuff Girls in the episode where they turn into dogs and she bit Mojo Jojo, and the kid was I used to actually think that kid reminded me of Mojo Jojo just because he had, like, really wild black hair, like crazy black hair. And he's just, like, as a kid he reminded me of Mojo Jojo because, like, Mojo Jojo had, like, those, like, little sideburns that fluff out. He kind of had hair like that, like he had a little bit of a sideburn going for him, like this little kindergarten. And I bit him because I was pretending to be one of the Powerpuff Girls, and that's from a kid's cartoon, so it don't matter. It don't have to be video games. Kids will just emulate anything. It doesn't matter, good or bad. And oh my god, that was, like, the one and only time I actually got in trouble, I think, in kindergarten. Like, in real trouble. Because usually I was, like, apparently I was a good kid. Like, the only times I'd maybe get in trouble for was, like, maybe if I wasn't paying attention. Like, too distracted. But, like, As far as like outwardly acting bad, that was the only time. Even Mama thought like, what the hell? What were you doing? Even I'm thinking, what the frick was I thinking? Let me say, I remember when I was young, I fell down from a monkey bar. He dislocated. Oh, your friend fell down. Oh, dislocated his arm. And every day we would sing One Monkey at the monkey bar. He fell down and broke his arm. That's funny. Oh yeah, I remember. Have you ever seen I'll have to like show it on Discord or something. Like it's like a picture of like those really old timey um playgrounds in America, like from the 1950s, and like the jungle gyms are really high, like almost no safety stuff at all, and it's like these huge wire, like just these huge metal pipes just made into a big climbable cube basically. And people are like, how did kids survive back then? Someone put in the comments like survival of the fittest. And it's like so funny. It's like that's how like what is it called? Natural selection took place back then, was like if you could survive the playground, you could survive anything. And like yeah, but sadly, you know, they've had to really, you know, condense down I know that's the sad part. Is like now, like playgrounds are only really good for toddlers almost now. Like they've kind of taken away any kind of fun stuff for an older kid to do. And I don't mean by old as in like a teenager. I mean like older as in like 9, 10, or 11, you know, 11 to 12. Like what do you call it? Like because all the equipment's now is made for like little baby toddler kind of stuff. Like the slides are really short, so they're not even fun anymore. I think the swings are basically the only thing left. Because I remember when I was a kid, we used to have this really cool, tall, metal slide that would burn the bejesus out of your behind during the winter. I mean, during the, well, it would freeze your butt off in the winter because it was ice cold. And then it would scald your butt because it was just like this metal slide, pure metal slide, just like absorbing all the hot warmth in the sun. That was like the early 2000s. I started, I started kindergarten right in 2000. So I played on that slide when I was like in the 3rd grade, so that was like 2003. So it wasn't that too long ago that they still had stuff like this. Oh, this is actually 2 single crochet and decrease. Whoopsie. Oh, this is our last round, isn't it? I think. Because then I can finally, what do you call it? Start decorating these. You know what? I think I did oh wait, no, this was 3 single crochet, my bad. Was it? I don't know. Hold on. Oh, dang it, I think I messed up somewhere. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no, I'm not supposed to have 9. Uh-oh. Oh well. Let me see how to get down to 9. Uh-oh. Oh no, I messed up. Oh, so the previous round must have not been 3 single crochet. It must have been 4 single crochet. Whoopsie. Okay, wait, let me see. Where is that previous? Okay, there's that decrease. 1, 2, 3. Okay, because I was using the stitch marker before that. Let me see how many stitches I have so I can know what row I'm supposed to be on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What? That can't be right. Hold on. Why is there only 11? That can't be right. Okay, oh wait, let me... Is that a decrease? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm back to 12. Where... After I have 12, what do I do next? Ah, okay, I was supposed to do 4 single crochet. Then, I thought I had already did that round. That's why I went on to doing the 3. I see, yeah, and there's days where there's quite many safety things. Even cartoons were... I know, right? Like, a lot of cartoons got really babied down. Which is great for the toddlers and all. But it's like, there's like... I feel like there's nothing really in between for the kids. Like the regular big kids, I should call it. Big kid age. Like, there's nothing for big kid age. It's all, like, really little itty-bitty baby toddler stuff. And then, like, even the stuff for the big kids is, like, it's too... what's the word? Too goody-goody, I think. Like, back when you watched, like, 90s, kids shows were, like, the freaking best, actually. That was, like, peak kids. Because, like, a lot of stuff was actually good for kids, like, from the 80s, but I did notice, like, from the 80s, like, some kids, shows from the 80s were maybe just a tad bit too boring, actually, for kids, I think. They were actually almost too grown up, I feel like. A lot of stuff for kids was a little bit too grown up for maybe kids' taste these days, I think. So some old 80s movies for kids could be a little on the boring side for kids. Fun for adults, but boring for kids. The 90s was, like, this perfect mix for, like, where both adults and kids could, like, watch the same thing. And now they've gone too far. Now it's all too goody-goody little kid toddlerly type thing. He's like, oh, let's all be friends. And, like, that kind of bull crappy, ugh. Barf. No, thank you. Though I do love stuff like Gravity Falls and that kind of stuff. But that's more of a I think like that's more of a preteen cartoon, I feel like. Because I feel like a lot of kids might not get the jokes in that. But it's like a really good preteen, like 11, 12-year-old kind of cartoon, I think. Like things like Gravity Falls, Adventure Time, Steven's Universe. Like those kind of things I like. But oh my god, like I was trying to find stuff for us to watch on Netflix for Christmas, and there really isn't much to watch on Netflix for Christmas. It was a lot of just stuff I didn't really like. There's no good classics I really want to see. Like I really want to watch. There's a video series called Santa Claus. It's just called Santa Claus, but they take like the E and they kind of like make it crooked or something. I forgot. Tim Allen, I think that's his name, right? The actor Tim Allen. It's like from the 90s. I've always wanted to watch it. I've never seen it before. But it's like really, it looks really fun. I've seen some scenes from it, but I've never seen like the movie like from start to finish. I've only seen a couple scenes from it. I really want to watch it, and they never have it on Netflix ever. But a lot of it was like this like really recent rom-com kind of like just not Christmassy kind of like movies, and they just like gave me an icky feeling, and I'm just like, I don't really want to watch this. Like you just know it's gonna be hot garbage. And then like the kids stuff, there were a couple of, like Klaus, like is on there, but we already watched that the other Christmas though. I was trying to find something new. That was really good. I liked that. Like I want more stuff like Klaus. That was really good. And like there's like another one on there that looks interesting. I've never seen it before, but it's not a cartoon, it's like a live action thing, but it's like got some like picture of a ginger kid. That might be good, I think, maybe. But that's the problem. I don't know if it's gonna be too kid or not. And then everything else is like these like toddler Christmas shows. Like they're not Paw Patrol, but Paw Patrol-esque, like that level of kid level Christmas show. The Grinch is on there though. Grinch is on there, but you know, I've already seen that. I wanted to find something like I've never seen before, or like something I have not seen in a long time. Like I just saw Grinch like last Christmas. Shrek's Christmas on there. I might watch that actually, because I have not seen that in a while. That was my thing, I was like, that's the only good thing on there is Shrek's Christmas. And I was like, that is like there's nothing, there's like, here's this golden piece among all this trash. But like, oh yeah, Arthur's Christmas. Oh, I think I did see that on there, Arthur's. So that's good, right? I saw that on there. But I've never seen that before. That was something that looked maybe good. But I was also trying to look for like a live action kind of like not cartoon. I was like trying to find any kind of like that kind of like normal, not normal, I should say. I guess like, yeah, live action type of show. I was trying to find something like that. And just couldn't really find anything. They were all like really recent, like all like almost everything was made in either 2020 or 2021. Like you couldn't really find much old stuff. It's like, where did all the other stuff made it over the years go, you know? Like, they just took it all off. And we're just stuck with all this new it's like very TikTok-y feel, I think. I think that's the word I should like. Very TikTok, like, oh, let's have a glamour. It's like that glamour chick Christmas movies. That's what I should call them. Rich girl go out shopping, like that kind of Christmassy thing. Like, I don't want to watch those kind of movies. I want like a more family, cozy Christmas movie, you know? With cute adventure. I don't want to watch some rich plastic doll chick have her like find her romance during Christmas. Like, I don't want to watch another one of those. I'm sorry. I think like the only rom-com Christmas movie I do like is the one with Sandra Bullock, When You're Sleeping. 'Cause that's a very different. Like, that is kind of that more cozy, Christmassy, but also still like a romantic comedy kind of movie, you know? Like, they don't have nothing like When You're Sleeping. Like, that was really good. That's like one of my sister's favorite movies. And plus Sandra Bullock is awesome. It's like, yeah, everything just had some kind of chick with like way too much. It looks like too Kardashian, like a Kardashian kind of Christmas kind of thing. That's the vibe I was getting from all these like really recent thingies. It just had some lady with really decked out with a lot of makeup, wearing like expensive clothes, designer clothing, and just like looking all Kardashian like, and like it's a Christmas movie. I'm just like, it just looks like something I don't want to watch on Christmas. I want something cozy, you know? I don't want Kardashian glamour Christmas. I know, right? Christmas movies, either the main character knocks out Santa, must become him, Santa Claus. Oh yeah, I think that's the one I think you're talking about, the Santa Claus one, where they, with Tim Allen in it. Yeah, because he kind of knocked, something happened to Santa Claus and he had to take over. And I really wanted to watch that. Yeah, I want to watch that one, the one with Tim Allen. 'Cause I really like Tim Allen. He's a funny guy. He was one of my favorite TV actors of the 90s. I forgot what the TV show was called that he was on, where it was like what's it called? Sitcom kind of film. And in that sitcom, he had a handyman show or something. And I thought that was a really cute concept. 1, 2, 3. No, I messed up again. I don't know where I lost my count in this one. I must have skipped a decrease round and I messed everything up, but I don't want. That's the only sad thing though with like if I was doing joined rounds, I wouldn't have that problem. That's the only problem with continuous rounds. Well, let me see how many stitches are, and I'll just go from there. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, I just cannot see from that far. What? I started with 12 and I decreased. Why do I have 11? That doesn't make sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. At least here I should know that would be like start. That's like where I started. I have to like. Okay, let me see. Am I back at 12? 1, 2, 3. I'm almost about to just start a new tree, to be honest. Trying to figure this one out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we're back at 12. You know what? I'm just gonna go by. I think I did though. I did do single crochet times 4. You see, I want to crochet a Malaysian Christmas story that an old uncle wearing a white singlet and blue pants delivers presents to Malaysia instead of cookies and milk and curry peps and Milo. I hope I said those right. Ew, what are those actually? Are those like or is that like the name of it? It's curry peps and Milo. Oh, would that be like their names? Or is that like a type of food or something? Well, I think that'd be a cute story. Man, though, I really want to see Santa Claus. And the worst part is that it's not for rent on YouTube either. So I was kind of peeved about that. Like, at least give me a place to rent it for the dang evening. Oh, I forgot to play the music again. Oh, wait, no. Oh, I'm guessing. Oh, okay, that's what I was kind of thinking. Oh, and instead of milk and cookies, it's, Car Pups and Milo. Oh, okay, okay. I thought, no, I misread that, so I thought instead of milk and cookies, you're giving presents. That's how I read it. And then you put, like, the comma and put it's Car Pups and Milo, because I was reading it quickly. I misread that. But they sound tasty, though. What are they made of exactly? I know, like, I forgot what it was called, but, like, back when we used to live in, Oakland, California, we go, like, the Fruitvale station, and there was, like, a lot of Hispanic vendors, and they had this really cool traditional Hispanic drink. It was, like, a milky cinnamon drink, and it tasted like Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk, basically. It was so good. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna attempt to try to make eggnog, too. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to make eggnog. Okay, let's see. One. Oh, okay, so it's hot chocolate and creamy and... Oh, really? Makes you energized? Let me see. Are these pastries filled with potato? Oh, that sounds delicious. Pastries, like probably so like a pastry puff kind of thing, filled with like potatoes and spices. Oh, that tastes so cozy. So it's like not a sweet snack. It's more like a savory snack. Actually, so there's a Oh, that reminds me. I want to eat some hot dog actually this week because hot dog is like this really chewy pancake that's got like a cinnamon sugar mix inside in Korean. But it actually can be, they can make them savory too though. Like they put japchae. I think you might have seen, I don't know if you guys have in Malaysia have like a similar thing. It's like the sweet potato noodles, so they're clear. So they have buckwheat noodles, potato, and carrots, like some kind of like and like really savory. I think even a little bit of meat inside. Let me see. Eggnog sounds really amazing. A lot of people like. It's like if you have easy access to eggs and milk and sugar, it's so easy to make actually. Oh, and not easy, I should say. The ingredients are easy. I mean, it's not that hard. It's just you gotta be careful how you not to overcook it because you don't want to scramble the eggs. So what some people do is they'll actually just cook the milk first, and you want to bring it up to that's the problem. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is in Fahrenheit. I mean in Celsius, but 170 to 180 Fahrenheit. You don't want to go over that or you'll scald your milk. But you want to get the milk hot enough, and then you whip up your egg yolks. You have to like separate them. Most eggnog recipes don't use the egg whites, but some actually use both. What they'll do is they'll fluff up the egg whites as a meringue, set that aside, whip up the egg yolks, and then mix up the milk. Then after all that, then you mix your egg whites, like a fluffed up kind of thing. And I'm going to try that. That way it's using both eggs. Wait, that sounds really good. The noodles sound really delicious. They are. If you've ever had Korean japchae, that's what it basically tastes like. It's really good. It's basically like the sweet potato noodles, like so the clear noodles. Because I see those noodles. I think they call them for chili noodles. I think in Vietnam. Because Vietnam uses those noodles as well, but I didn't know if Malaysia used them or not. But they're using quite a bit of different, Oh, they're using pad thai too as well, actually. Yeah, so it's like they use it. So those noodles are used around quite a bit of Asia, but I didn't know exactly what countries used them. But they're delicious, though. I guess just like some veggies, and it's like usually either pork or beef. And it's like, usually, you can think like Korean bulgogi, basically, just with the noodles. That's basically what it is, japchae. With some extra veggies, and it's so good. I could really go for some. But for this Christmas, since, you know, we're such a small family, only 2 people, it's kind of pointless trying to get a turkey. Plus, I don't even know where to get a turkey here, honestly. I mean, you could get, like, sliced turkey for sandwiches, but as far as, like, a big turkey, and I don't even like turkey that much anyway. So, I decided a cozy, like, I know not many people eat chicken pot pie on Christmas, but it's a really warm, comfort winter meal though, and I think that would be good. So And we have leftover chicken that I need to use, like frozen chicken breast. We got like 3 left. So I'm going to, and we also have like the frozen, what do you call it? The frozen, carrots and peas, and I think, and corn. We had like that mix. You don't really add corn really in your chicken pot pie, but it's going to go in there because it's in the veggie mix we have. And you basically just like cook your chicken. You add a little bit of flour because you make like this yummy filling inside. Then you bake your crust like you semi-bake it, because that way or else it won't cook. It won't bake all the way. If you put the filling inside, it'll keep the bottom part too wet. Bake it, then you put after you cooked your filling, you put that in there and you bake it again. And voila. I gotta make it though. I gotta go shopping this week. Tomorrow, yeah, a lot of shopping tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to use this stitch marker to make sure I'm doing everything right, because I keep messing up my count on this. So that's 1. This tree should have been done a long time ago. Oh, you know what I just realized? I forgot to explain about the eggs. When you're making eggnog, I totally went off on so many tangents. I forgot. After you like heat your milk, you whip your egg yolk. Then you take a little ladle of that warm milk, and you're like constantly stirring the egg yolk, and you just gently pour it. Take another ladle, gently pour it. It's called they call it tempering, like where you bring the egg yolks up to the temperature. Then you dump it all back in, like slowly mixing it, and then turn off the heat. So it's like that kind of thing. There's like a bunch of different recipes, but we finally, I don't know, did they put cloves in nutmeg? I mean, I know they put nutmeg in eggnog, because we finally have a nutmeg now. But we have cloves now too, which is why I'm going to also try to make gingerbread cookies. Because that was like a big piece that you kind of... Oh, I got to buy more cinnamon though. I'm going to head back tomorrow, so I will go get some cinnamon. Because the cinnamon I've had, it's almost all gone. I know. Have you ever had gingerbread cookies? They're really good. I freaking love them. But we finally have cloves. We had to get that on the internet. Though, technically, to be fair, Emart actually did sell it. It's just really expensive. I see my stitch count is messed up again. You know what? We're gonna screw that. I don't know how, though. I had 12. I decreased properly, so why do I keep ending up a stitch short? It's driving me nuts. I'm just gonna turn that into a decrease. Oh well. Hopefully when it's decorated it won't be that noticeable. Wait, how many stitches do we have? And it's really leaning, you can see, right? It's kind of really leaning this direction. That's not good. Though that could have been partly just me, how I crochet, because sometimes it will be leaning one way when I crochet. Yeah, gingerbread cookies are so damn good. I love them. I haven't had them in so long, and now I can finally make them from scratch. Let's see, I don't have molasses, but I did hear to substitute molasses, just melt brown sugar, which guess what is easy to get here. Brown sugar is really easy to get here. And we already have it. So I just have to melt like a cup or so of it, or like two-thirds a cup, I think, of brown sugar. Just melt it, let it cool off to where it's like all, well, I guess I had to put some water, yeah. Basically like make a caramel with it almost. Not completely, but like similarly, basically. And that's going to be so good. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, I have 7 stitches now. Why? Why? Okay, well, I just got to decrease once then, because then I'll have 6 and I can end it off here and sew it. I might have to make another one. This one's not... I don't know. Should I start from scratch? You know what? We're going to start... Not from scratch. We're going to start from when I did like that first... I don't want to get rid of this. I did, because it's already got the nice little thing in there sewn. I don't want to start complete from scratch. So we're going to start before I start decreasing. Because I don't want all that hard work to go to waste. Like, at least the bottom part. Let's see, I think... Yeah, that's where my last... Let me put that in. Because I just don't want to start from scratch. Okay, so this was our last back loops one. I think, right? Let me see. Oh, wait, no. I think I took out the back loops one, didn't I? Oh, yeah, I'm actually back to where I start. Okay, so it starts right here. Okay, oopsie. Then actually, let me put my thing right here. Oh, wait, I want to do... Oh, that reminds me. Let me show you this cute pattern I found. It's such a cute, cute gingerbread house. I really want to make it. Oh, shoot. I want to do that as a stream. Maybe I should... I don't want to stream, though, when John comes because it's going to be very busy. I don't know if I'll have time to do that stream. Huh. I really wanted to try making it. It was called, like, Pink Candy. Oh, it's by Pink Mambo. Pink Mambo... gingerbread house. So it's called Pink Mambo Gingerbread House. Look how that... It's a free pattern, too. Look how cute that is. I freaking want to make that. Look how adorable. And it's free. It's a free pattern. On the website, so there's like 3. You gotta be careful because there's 3 parts. So you gotta make sure to scroll to see part 2. Because the first part doesn't even have any crochet. It's just like showing what to cut out because she uses like cardboard to keep it like really nice. And it's just so adorable. I really want to make it. The funny thing is, I think she had another gingerbread house that actually is for sale, like the pattern. But I prefer this one. That's the cuter one. I really want to make that. I can't remember if I linked that in Discord or not. I'm gonna have to link that in Discord actually when I get the chance. I think I did though, but it's probably buried by now, so I'm gonna probably link it again. But I don't know. That's the problem. Do people even have time to make that nowadays? I know, right? It's so adorable. Oh, let me check my battery. Oof. Okay. Time to switch. I had this phone charging, but now it's time to have the cell phone charge because the cell phone's at 40%. It was 100 when I started. Though we've been going for like how long? It's been almost 3 hours. That's good. That's a good amount. Like it's just barely below half. Let me plug that in. Okay, so we basically just went back. I accidentally pulled out the single crochet row. I meant to keep that row, but that's okay. That's the quick row to make anyway. I know, it's so cute. I want to see how big it would turn out because I was gonna follow a pattern exactly, but I wanted to see like how big it would turn out. Like maybe it'd be like this big or something. I don't know. And I wanted to do that in a stream, but I was like, that might take too long. I'll have to see. Maybe I'll do it on Twitch, because I do need to stream a bit more on Twitch this week. I'm going to have to see. So maybe this week I'm not going to do a lot of gaming. I might just do a lot of crochet streams this week. I do need to do one gaming stream that with Tito, I think. But the good thing about that is that it's already a pattern, so I just have to follow it. Just I hope I don't get confused by it. I've gotten so used to writing my own patterns. I sometimes get a little confused what people mean when I read another pattern, and it gives me anxiety. Like, oh shoot, I don't know what they're talking about. Like, I don't know. And especially free patterns, because, you know, like sometimes free patterns, they don't give a lot of explanation. Though I've had some patterns I bought that I have actually purchased that they gave like a very bare bones minimum explanation, like very minimum, like they didn't really go into detail about how to do something, and then I'm just like left confused. I bought these really cute baby booty things I was originally going to make back when I was going to start doing craft fairs, and I just couldn't get the instructions after a certain point. Like I didn't know what they were understanding. Like everything was so shorthand, but they didn't elaborate on what they were talking about. And I don't mean like the stitch was shorthand, I mean like the explanation parts were shorthand. And I'm just like, oh my god, I don't know what y'all talking about. So I just had that sitting there in my Google Drive somewhere, being untouched. Though I should give it a look, maybe, because, you know, at the same time back then, I was still more of a novice crocheter. So maybe I might get it a little bit now. But they didn't have any, like, side notes or anything of what this means, or, like, explanations, you know, on how to do something. They just, like, because I saw someone's, like... Cause I've seen like really good patterns I bought. They have like these little cute side notes like, oh, this means this, or like do this at this round or like something, or do it like this, or keep tension like low for this or like high for this particular round or whatever, like little notes like that to help me like make it look as close to the product as possible. But then other ones are just like, or like really typed up really quickly and just thrown out on the internet, and I don't want to do that. That's why I haven't started selling patterns yet, is I'm very, like, my anxiety is really high about that kind of thing. Like, I don't want to have someone spend money to not be able to make my thing because they don't understand it. The thing is, actually, though, so now, because of my IDIS application, I know for a fact that I can actually, because I know some things on Canva are not free, and I could have swore somebody told me you couldn't do PDFs because you would have to have a pro account, but no, I was able to do a PDF. A PDF just fine of my, what do you call it? Of my, like, the IDIS application I made. So, because Canva makes it really easy, because, like, they have that whole, what's it called? You know, like how good programs have it where things lock, like center lock or something, or like they show like, what are they called, guidelines, like you see when you move something around, it shows like the guidelines, like, oh, between this and this is like even, this is like the most even place to put it. And I was originally going to make my PDFs, you know, as a PNG file and then like just link them all together, but that's so hard to get everything nice and even because Fire Pacasele doesn't have that kind of thing. But I think Adobe does, but you know, I have to pay for that. But Canva is free, and you get all kinds of cool graphics I can use too. Well, that's the problem, is like, am I allowed to use the graphics out if I'm selling it though? I don't know. It's that's the thing I am a little bit worried about. But then again, I mean, Canva, there's the free graphics on Canva, so I would assume everything is like free to use. But I mean, I have a lot of my own graphics I was going to use anyway, like my little yarn hooks I have, like cutesy things. I wanted to make it really, because I want to make the PDF cute as well too. Like, I don't want it to be like this boring white page of just typed out. Though I will actually add that at the bottom as a print-friendly version. Oh, and I gotta make a dark one too, actually. I've seen that too. I've seen some people where they make dark versions where it's like black with white text, and I'm like, oh, that's so good. That's like really so much better for your eyes. I don't know if I'll make it black, but I might make it like a dark color, like a dark blue or something, or a dark green. I think that'd be more like cozy looking. But I saw like something where I think you know Not Bad, right? He's the dude who does like the crochet TikToks with metal music. I think he's a ginger. He looks like he has orange hair. But what do you call it? And he was like, in one of his TikToks, he was talking about how some customer bought a dark version. Apparently, I think he sells them separately. He didn't sell it together, like a dark version of his patterns, or like it's only available in dark version, meaning like it's black with white text. And they bought it and they printed it and they used up so much ink, and the customer was really angry. And he was like in the TikTok, like, explain that in the description and told it was a dark version or something. And that's the problem too, is customers never read the darn descriptions. Let's see, one. Wait, did I just do 2 rounds of single crochet? I think I did. Oh my god, I did 2 rounds without even thinking about it. I went into autopilot. Oh my god, I'm never gonna get this Christmas tree done. I got the first one done pretty quickly. But the second one, like, I got trailed off talking, and I forgot to decrease. Well, the good thing is, since it's like a 7 single crochet decrease, I just have to, like, I don't have to frog all the way. I just gotta frog enough. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I shall prevail. I shouldn't let this... I don't know why the first one went well. This one's, like, giving me heck for some reason. I think because I just get distracted. Well, that's the beauty of a crochet live stream, is that nothing's gotta be perfect. That's the problem with, like, making a crochet video. I get worried about everything trying to be perfect, or, like, really well visible. Because another problem, too, is I gotta worry about sometimes when I was filming, I would notice, like, for a good chunk of my crocheting, it was all blurry, and I had to, like, move my hand to make it focus on my hand again, which was getting really annoying. I noticed that was happening. That's why I kind of switched to that's how I found out about the 1080 60 FPS version, or, like, option I could do. Because, for some reason when you film with 40K, it only lets you film at 10 minutes at a time. Because I would be crocheting and then I hear the thing saying that the did it like that's done recording. I was like, I was not done. Like I didn't realize it was only like I noticed it only happened when I filmed in 40K. So I guess that's like a thing maybe. I guess to not damage your phone. I don't know. I don't know, but whatever. So I was changed it, and also it kind of does less blurriness. I guess because the 40K does super focus or something, but the problem is about that if you move too much, you'll start kind of doing like what my webcam does. Like anytime you move too much, it gets all blurry. So at least on the phone, I can tap to fix it. Just, I don't want to have to keep doing that if I'm trying to crochet or film a crochet video. Okay. So this is 5. No, 6. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let me see. All about coffee. I'll see you next live stream. My phone battery's almost dead. Oh yeah, get that thing charged. And have a good day. I'm almost done anyway. We already got one done. But I'll see ya. Have a good rest of your day and hope no flooding comes to your area. 'Cause I feel like that'd be horrible. But I hope you have a good Christmas. I'm gonna try to see if I can maybe live stream that gingerbread house. I really want to do that. Okay, let's see. But did I decrease yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I didn't decrease yet. Wait, did I? No, I didn't. Okay. It just looked like I did for a second. That's the only problem with invisible decrease. It's really hard to tell if you decreased or not. Oh, you too, Merry Christmas. Have a good Christmas, takoyaki. Oh, and you should make like one of your octopuses and put a cute little Santa hat on it. I think it'd be adorable. Or did you already do that? I need to check your Instagram. But I thought I was actually just thinking about that. That'd be so cute seeing an octopus with a cute little Santa hat. Okay, let's see. 1, 2. Let me tap this. There we go. Now time to repeat the music again. I'm a stitch short. Again, why? I guess it's getting on my nerves. Because my stitch count was perfect. Last one. You know what? Let me double check that. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe I'm missing an extra stitch down here, and I think that's why it got off. Because if I'm missing a stitch this early, let me double check. Only one way to check. Where's my decrease? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there's my 7. Oh, maybe the mistake was if the mistake was this far deep down in the beginning, that's probably why. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, let me check. Let me double check to make sure. Maybe I just skipped a stitch by accident. Okay, there's the decrease. Okay, let me do 1. Actually, let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I am short a stitch. Oh, dang it. Where did I miss it then? You know what? We're just gonna fudge it. So this is where our thing was. So in these, I'm gonna add an increase right there. We'll just fix it from here. It's just one stitch, ain't no one gonna notice. I must have dropped a stitch somewhere. Okay, now I should have the correct amount. Okay, so that's 6. I just got decrease now. Okay, at least I found the problem was actually... Must have dropped the increase somewhere in the beginning. I didn't realize that. So that's why... So the whole time my decreasing was screwed off. All by one freaking dropped stitch. How awful is that? Okay. That is, I guess that's like the problem with using invisible decreases. It can really be hard. Oh my god. It can be hard to see like where your decreases were, so it's like you have no choice but to frog it to see where you went wrong. Okay, so that was 6, so the next one will be 5, but let me kind of spread out and see how it's doing. Okay, looking good so far. I need to put it. That's the only problem when it gets to like this point. It's like really hard to get to the other stitches because like it keeps falling flat. So I do need to put a little bit of. Wait, was this supposed to be scrap yarn? Okay, it is. Okay. For a second, I thought this was like one long string. I'm like, wait, no, that could have been my for embroidery maybe, like for the lights, but nah, they're different. Two different short little scraps. That's good. Kind of need to put something in here to like. Oh, that's a bit too much. Get like one string of something. Dang, our snow is basically all gone now. There's like a tidbit of it left. That sucks. Oh well, it's to be expected. But it's gonna get really cold on Christmas. It's gonna be like -5 Celsius. So it might snow again maybe. I don't know, when does it snow? It was -2 Celsius when it snowed. Even though yesterday morning was 7, it went up to -2 Celsius during the day, and then it kind of started snowing a tidbit in the evening, like really, really little, like not even really. It didn't even snow when I first saw it. I thought it was like some kind of dust in the air, and then it hit me like, oh, it's snow, but it was like so tiny and so little. It just didn't look like, like very little bit of it, so it didn't even look like a snow flurry at all. It just looked like some random bit of dust was just floating in the air. I'm like, oh, it's snowing. Okay, actually, let me see if I can move this down just a smidge. That way I don't have to like keep moving my hand up here. 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5. Who was that? Was that my dad? Let me see. Oh no, it's my sister's. Okay. This is the problem when I try to stuff, is like it wants to keep coming through my stitches. I'm like, no, don't do that. I don't want bubblegum pink like popping through my Christmas tree. Only problem is if I do use the same color, like I had plenty of green scraps, it probably would be plenty, but it looks too close, like I'll get it confused with my what do you call it? Working yarn, and that's made some mishaps in the past. So I try to like use a combination of a little bit of the same color, but with some other yarn in the mix to like distinguish it from filling versus my working yarn. Okay, I think I can stuff it a bit more. I'm gonna use some red. Ah, finally. So now I just gotta stuff it a little bit more. Hope this one turns out to be similar size. Let me just check before I finish, because there's still like some more stuffing needed. Especially at the top. Oh no, this one's so much smaller than the other one. Oh my god, even if I stuff it, it's not going to be as big. Oh, good lord. Yeah, I can feel like I think I crochet this one way too tight. I think even if I stuff it a lot, it's not going to be anywhere as big. But actually, that's not too bad because this one's like, because this one's kind of on the small side and this one's kind of big. So actually, let me see. I think this one might be the perfect match for it, actually. Yeah, this one looks like a perfect match for this one, I think. Actually, even this one looks a little bit bigger. What the heck? You know what? I think I stuffed that one a lot. I can feel it. Let me see this one. Let me see. Oh, actually, these look closer. Well, I don't know. This one still looks a bit smaller. How? This one's even smaller than this one. Oh my god. I didn't even do anything different. Let me stuff it and see if the size changes. I feel like it's not going to change that much, though. This is what happens when you have really tight tension. Oh well. I'll decorate on both, but I probably won't add the earring hooks. I want to have an even pair before I add the earring hook. But, you know, for maybe the future when I have like another one I did way too tight with tension, I can like match it with this one. Maybe I'm hoping I can get it like to that size if I stuff it enough. Okay, let me see. That looks a smidge bigger. Yeah, that's a little bit better. And it'll look a bit bigger once I put like the lights on. Okay, so this small one. So I guess I'll decorate the small one first, and I guess this bigger one. Actually, yeah, this might be a good match actually, even though it looks slightly smaller than one. But then I realized this appears probably a little bit bigger because of the lights actually. So this one will be that match for that one, and this one could be a match for this one. Let me stuff it just ever so slightly bit more. Okay, there we go. That one turned out really good. Now let me just sew it up. I can take this off. I'm not going to need that anymore because now it's going to be all embroidery time. It's sewing time. Oh, time to restart this on. I wish I could have had that lo-fi Christmas music. The only problem is they have a weird thing where it's like, you, like, if you're gonna monetize a video, you have to send the video to them, like the link, but I'm guessing, I guess you basically have to upload the video first, which that feels kind of scary to me. And does that count for live streams, though? That's the question. I mean, I'm not monetized yet, so I would be safe to use that music. But, like, what about when I go, like, I don't know. I just don't know if it counts for live streams or not. Like, would you have to do the same thing? Like, apparently it's supposed to, like, you're supposed to, like, send the video link to them so that if someone tries to make a claim that you're using their music, which is really funny, because I mean somebody else that's not them is claiming the music or something. You're supposed to send to them. You're supposed to, like, not dispute if you get copyrighted or something. And then they, like, go to YouTube and be like, hey, yo, we, like, they're trying to use this music or something. But even then, that feels kind of risky to me to try to do. I don't know, because I just don't know how to do it for a live stream, so I skipped out on using that music. So now I'm just using the same 22 minutes, because the mix I found had, like, singing in it, and I don't really want any singing songs. Though I'm getting kind of tired of listening to this mix, so I guess I'll go back to the old one. Oh, wait, it's Nintendo. Oh, it's Nintendo. Oh, they have Nintendo. Is Nintendo safe to use? I don't know. Here, let me try it. Let me pause it. No, pause it, pause it. I want to check. Because I know a lot of people, like, I know Louis uses, I don't think I can use this. I'm too scared. Wait, here's another one. Christmas music without copyright. Instrumental, that's what I want. But before I play that, let me check it. I think it might be I think if it's like the YouTube songs. Let me see. Oh, some of these might have the attribution thing, which I don't know though. I have all attributions from the other Christmas songs from that other playlist. Wait, is this the same person? No, it's a different user. I think I'll be okay with this one because I have, like, copied and pasted all the attributions from the other one. I think the other list is also the YouTube music, but it has it's all the songs, so even the vocal ones. And this one seems like it's just the instrumental one. Like, I'm seeing a lot of the same titles. Yeah, okay, I think I can play this one just because I already have it in my description from the other mix. But it's like the same songs. But this one's like an hour and something long, so I don't have to worry about playing 22 minutes of the same music. This one will have a couple other ones. This one turned out actually really perfect. Like, look at that. Even though this one gave me so much trouble. This one turned out, it turned out okay. It's a bit too big. I mean, from there it looks fine. Okay, let me freshen up my hands. So now we just start decorating our tree. It's just, you know. Oh, whoopsie. Didn't mean to knock that. Actually, let me see if I can make this a bit higher. Hold on. It's like maximum. Not maximum, but I mean, like, from where I got it positioned. Let me zoom out a bit. Okay, it's now time to bring in all the different colors. Excuse the random waffle. I'm just gonna toss it over there. Let me take a sip of my coffee. There we can see Ryan's cute face. I think we can get take all the green out of the way because I don't need it as much anymore. Because now we need these colors. Okay, where is my other needle? I need the tiny one. And my black thread. What'd I do with my black thread? Here it is. There's one for the first one and one for the second one. That should be good. Put that back on the tray. I can move these out of the way so I don't need them. I think I'll still need these, so I don't need that anymore. Okay, so let's see. This one, I think this for me is the trickiest part. Just trying to get it like to loop really nicely around. Well, the good thing about this is it actually doesn't have to be like a perfect swirl because it's going to get covered in French knots anyway. So it's not that big of a deal. It does do a little bit of stair stepping, but it's okay. Especially actually those like little points, I'll actually put a French knot in there to kind of cover that stair stepping effect. I probably should have like, if I started from here, that would have been a nicer swoop. Yeah, it doesn't matter though, it's gonna get covered. I kind of like to like go 1, 2, 3 stitches and down, one by one row, for like the slant, and then when I'm like bringing up, I'll like go straight by 2 stitches. That's about like, let's see, 1, 2, like that's how I like to do. That seems to be the best. Like get it like all around. Because if you do too short, then you don't have, it doesn't swoop around the Christmas trees much. Now I gotta go 1, 2, 3 and down. Oh my god, it's all blurry for some reason. Yeah, it's definitely not the best on this one. Oh, there we go. I guess that one was up too high. Push it down. And what I like to do is I like to go back into that same stitch that I first put it through, so that way I could tie them together and then stuff it back into the tree. That's like what I do for all my embroidery now. Especially if you have a finished object you have to embroider on, because you know, like sometimes you can like while you're crocheting, you can embroider on and then tie it in like it's gonna be on the back side, so no one's gonna see it. But when you have like a finished object, it's good to like go back through that same stitch carefully, like not to go through any fibers or anything. Tie it really good. Cut off, like leave a decent tail, like that much, and take some. If it's like really small, I take some tweezers and I kind of like stuff it back into that stitch. It's kind of hard because this one was really small. There we go, now it's gone. It's like forever inside. Alright, let me do the other Christmas tree. I go through a slightly bigger, more open stitch because I had trouble with that other one. Okay. We'll start right here. I'm going to try going in this direction, see if that helps the swoop be a little bit less awkward. Oh yeah, so far going in this direction actually seems to be the better idea. I think because we're going along the natural spiral that, you know, you get from continual rounds. It seems to be less awkward because this one turned out really awkward in some areas. It's okay though because it's going to get covered in lights anyway. It's just supposed to look like, if it will show, it's just supposed to look like, you know, wire. I wish it would stop being so blurry though when I try to show stuff. Okay. Yeah, so it seemed like going the other direction was like fighting against the spiral, and this is actually like, wow, this is working much better. Look how smooth that is. Like, can you see? Yeah, that's working way better. So going like this direction, like going around with the natural spiral, that's how you should do it. I've been going the other way. I've been going like this direction, like working against it. No wonder the wire turns out wacko. Well, at least the good thing is like these are not going to be a pair anyway. They're being a pair for like these, since these are like kind of different sizes. Oh, this one turned out so good. Let's see if this one will be a little bit easier to stuff in. Because that last one, I went through like one of the like bottom stitches, which were really, really tiny, and I think that's what made it a little bit difficult trying to stuff in it. 'Cause usually I don't have trouble with that. But then again, I am trying to sew in from far away, so I may have gone through a fiber or something, or like in between the stitch or something. Because sometimes if you catch on to like a fiber or something, it doesn't want to go in all the way. But let's see how smoothly this one goes into. So usually I'll pinch that on and like shove it in. Oh yeah, see that one goes in much easier. That one in like went in no problem. Sometimes I'll take the plate and like grab the stitch, so that way like any tail, see, like it perfectly disappeared inside. Yeah, this one was much better. This one, the spiral. Oh, this one looks much better. Well, now I can do the really fun part, which now I can switch back to my other needle. Let's see, let me have 2 yellows ready to go. Okay, let me cut some red. 2 strands of red. Yeah, I can just cut this in half, that'll be good. And then some blue. I try to use like the ones that I've kind of like, there's not much left. So those are perfect for this. Yeah, super long. You know, I'll just keep it as is. That's pretty long enough. Super long yarn scraps are really good for what do you call it, like embroidering. Okay, let's start with the yellow. And let's see, what I like to do is, since like one's going to be the star, I like to make, because usually a fringe knot is typically 3 loops, like you wrap your yarn around the hook, like 3 times. But I mean, they can vary though. I've made 1 loop ones, I made 2 loop ones, 4, 5, I made 7 loop ones actually for the, for like my hibiscus flower to make like that. Actually, I can show you, where is it at? Like for my hibiscus flower. See like that, that's a 7 loop French knot, and it's so perfect because it gets like that cool like little, I don't know what they're called, stamen? What part of the flower is that? I forgot what it's called. I'm not a botanist though, so I'm very bad with my plant terminology. But like it makes that part that's like really unique to a hibiscus pop out. So it really works well for those kind of things. Okay, so let's start with the small one. Actually, wait, let me get to a better spot that I can like tie this off. Yeah, like right there. Okay. I'm gonna go up to the very, very top. Depending on how you sewed it up, that might be kind of hard actually. And more because this needle's a bit too thick for this kind of crochet. It makes it a little bit difficult. That should be enough. So I like to do a 4 loop French knot cuts to make it kind of like a big star, kind of. I mean, it's just a bigger circle, honestly. And then I like to choose like a random spot, like maybe right here. And like what you to like make sure your French knot's gonna turn out better. Like kind of gently pull like that string. You know, I'm gonna need my pliers because this needle's just too thick for this kind of work. There we go. Oh, but see, it pulled through my thing though. Okay, so that one's like the bigger one. Now I can go on to doing the smaller ones. I try to give like 3 of each color, so I guess technically 4 for the yellow because one's going to be the star. But I like to try to evenly put out 3 spots. Like maybe right here on this side. Kind of get that little tug. Make sure it's like not too loose because if it's too loose then your French knot will be really loose. You see that one's a little bit smaller than this one. And actually because of this you can I actually kind of like to peel this apart a little bit, like mess it up. Because then it kind of, from far away, does look like a little star. Like, look at that. Doesn't that look like a little star? So, I like to kind of, because usually you can still do like a really smooth, rounded 4-loop French knot. But the more you do, like, the more they could get kind of messed up. But that's fine for this instance. It kind of looks perfectly like a star. And you kind of like peel back the loops and like fluff it out a bit. Okay, we'll do one more on this side. I mean, one on this side, and then probably... Oh, let's see, what would be good for... Like, maybe right here at the end. I think that'd be good. Oh, wait, no, because we're doing one right there. Maybe right here, I guess. I think that'd be a good spot. Definitely best to pull slowly because you definitely don't want your stuff to knot up. Because I've had that happen before and that was not a lot of fun. On this one, I'm going to go back. Oh, oopsie. Try to make it go back in the same, just so I gotta make sure not to accidentally go through that string. I just want to go through the stitch. There we go. Now we can... I honestly probably made this string too long, because sometimes if you make your working string way too long, it's more likely to tangle up. But it's still long enough that I can use for more, so I don't have to consider this a yarn scrap. I can actually use this for future Christmas trees or whatever else I'm gonna like embroider with. Okay, tighten that. This side will be considered a yarn scrap though. Cut off like a good bit. And like stuff it back in there. Oh shoot. Alright, there we go. Now let's do blue next. Actually, so yeah, this is like really long. Actually, yeah, I can actually half this and it'll still be workable. Let's do that because I really don't want them that long. Especially since I only need to do 3 with this one. I don't have to do like a star with this one, so these can be a little bit on the shorter side. So let's see. We'll put the working right here, and let's put one right here. Okay, now I just got the red for this one. Wait, what the heck? Oh, sorry, I didn't see the message. Hold on. What is Vask Tech, though? Or wait, or is that like... Is that a bot? That might be a bot. Because I put the dot and it looks like they tried to put a link, but it didn't work. Because it's live chat, not a YouTube comment. Which that still baffles me how the bots can do that. They can like just put like a dot and all of a sudden they can like enter a link or something. It's just so weird. What is that brushing sound? Are they cleaning upstairs maybe? Sounds like they're like... Ah, shoot. Okay, we got this one done. This one turned out really good, I think. Especially this spot. This spot looks perfect. Let me see how this looks compared to this one. The only problem is the French knots look smaller. I think because I did it with a much tighter... I don't know, because sometimes French knots will kind of puff out after a little bit once you've like handled them. It's still a good match for this one though. Okay, now to do this one. Let me have my last sip of coffee. There's like only one sip left. Oh gosh, I gotta stop sipping my coffee too fast. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna delete that chat just in case that is a bot and it's trying to put a malicious link. Because I have noticed a lot of those bots have been using like really, really generic names, and I think I've even seen Caroline Marshall actually from one of those bots. Like they've been now putting like really, really generic people names, especially like older people. Like that sounds like probably something that like a name of like a middle-aged woman probably. Actually, this is still long enough to embroider with, so I'll keep that over there. Okay, let's do some blue next. Actually, we'll maybe do more centered here. Alright, now for the last one, and then we'll end the stream. Wait, is there a shorter one? Yeah, I'm gonna use the shorter one, because I don't need to put that much. Then I'm gonna upload what I filmed last night of making those, and then I can like finally get a video tutorial coming out. Just I have to add all my presets again that I had on my laptop, but I probably don't gotta add all of them at once. I mean, I just need to add the ones particularly for this video. I think that should be good enough. Let's see. Okay, here's how they turned out. I think pretty cute. Yeah, this one's definitely smaller, but that one will... This one matches with this one much better, like in size. However, I don't like this one as much because I didn't glue the wood part, or not wood, the cardboard part. I didn't glue it. I just placed it in there. I should have glued it. So I think I'll just keep this like as a standalone cute like little Christmas tree to like to decorate. And just make another one to match this one because it's a good match in height and size, but this one did get a glued bottom, so it's a little bit neater. Nicer, neater looking. And so I would just have to like put the jump ring on, but I'm not gonna bother doing that since I can do that later. But here we go. Here's our little Christmas trees. That took like 4 hours. That's because I was kind of talking a lot earlier in the stream. Oh, all the snow is gone. Let me unplug this so I can show y'all before I end the stream. Oh my god, look at that. The parking lot's like almost empty. Look at that. The snow is gone. It was just 4 hours. 4-hour stream and like, well, almost like 6 minutes to be for us, but no need to hold on. Keep streaming for 6 more minutes. It's pointless. Well, that's sad. Oh well. At least at the beginning of the stream you would have been able to see it. But here, it's our cute like little Christmas tree earrings. I definitely want to start making like a whole bunch of these, but it's kind of a bit late because it's this Friday's Christmas. So all I can really do is make a video and then just wear these on Christmas Day when we go out. But, I'm gonna try to load up what I filmed last night. I'm gonna try to make a video tutorial as fast as possible so that way at least it's out before Christmas because these don't take that long to make. I know the stream was 4 hours, but really it takes way less time than that if I'm like doing, you know, without talking or anything. Plus also I crochet slower on the stream because of the weird angle. But thank you guys for joining me, and I don't know if I'm gonna stream doing that gingerbread one from Pink Mom that I showed takoyaki crochet earlier. If I do, that's probably gonna be on Twitch though, not YouTube. So yeah, so I guess keep an eye out for that. I'm gonna try maybe Thursday night because I feel like Thursday there's not much I gotta worry about because that's after she's finally, because my Korean teacher comes that day. But like when she's gone, I don't have to worry about anything else. Because see, Wednesday I come home kind of late and I'll probably be not in the mood for a crochet stream, so I'll probably just do like a gaming stream. Well, actually I don't really do it in the night anymore. I started doing more like early mornings now. That's kind of like I changed my schedule. But yeah, we'll see. I really want to do it, but it might take a while. Maybe I'll try to make a smaller version of it because it is a big gingerbread house and that could take a really long time to crochet. For like, even for small, it would take a really long time. So I'm gonna see if maybe I could tweak it and make it a bit smaller. But we'll see. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye!